Yo, what's up, guys, and welcome back to the What's Good podcast for a very special episode today because our guest is our 100th episode.
Jeez, 100 episodes, you know. That's actually mad. That is mad.
100. And to be fair, we've done it quite fast because when we first started this podcast, it wasn't weekly like it is now.
No.
It was so unorganized.
I mean, you lived in Nottingham at that point.
Yeah, true.
So it was kind of like, okay, when's he down? We'll try and film one.
But I feel like even when I did live here in London, it still would be like every month. Sometimes
every
month and a half.
Little bit.
It's whenever we could like find time. But now we've got every single week, Wednesday, down to a T. Sometimes it's Thursday.
I was going to say.
Yeah,
last week.
Yeah, last week. But that was because the files were so big. Because obviously you guys were seeing.
John's fault.
John was filming at 4K. And it's too powerful for the PCs of the 20 people team we have working on the What's Good podcast.
We have a whole team.
Yeah.
Dedicated just to this.
They're all called Joel as well, which is weird.
Yeah.
Well, there's 10 Joels, 10 Nicks. Not sure how that works. But anyway, it's the 100th episode. So we're celebrating. We were going to get a guest today, but we didn't want to kind of celebrate our 100th episode with a guest there because we want the episode to be all about the guest.
Yeah, I think the only guest we could have got realistically is like JJ or Talia.
Yeah, because they've been in many.
They've been in so many that we would literally be like, we don't care about you.
Yeah.
Just talk about what we want to talk about.
Where's Talia?
I think she's at the gym right now.
Damn.
But
Gains.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah, okay. Sure. Anyway, we have some topics.
I like how you've put 100k best bits. I've realised that.
Yeah.
Your phone is right there, lad. You've put 100k best bits.
And it's not 100k.
We haven't hit 100,000 episodes.
No, we haven't. That would come in soon, though. At some point, we will.
Sure.
But no, it's our 100th. I meant to say 100th. So I want to clear something as well. We've got some new like documents that we use to like do the topics. So we used to have the topics on the laptop right there, and I would awkwardly look at them. But it's just like one sentence or one line. So it's like, for example, 100k best bits, Freezy challenge. They're the sneak peek. Whereas now on the phone, we've got like more questions. We've got someone who works and helps us give them all out. Shout out, could I say who it is?
Sure.
Shout out to Haz, man like Haz.
Manly Kaz. That's what they call him.
Manly Kaz.
Yep.
Yeah, so he's been helping us get like a massive list of like topics with questions and like sub questions. So if you see us looking at our phone, we're looking at those things. You know, most people like Logan Paul have laptops there.
Yeah, they're playing Football Manager.
Yeah, exactly.
Just to clear up, like, just because I'm on my phone doesn't mean I'm being rude and not looking.
Exactly. We're not texting your mum.
Sometimes we are.
Yeah, sometimes texting your mum. Yes, yours. But yeah, so if you see us looking at our phone, it's that we're looking at topics and stuff to better the podcast, you know.
I'm not really sure that needed explaining, to be honest.
No, but I always feel like people think that we're being rude and we're not, you know, because again, like when like Logan Paul or say Joe Rogan or whoever's on the laptop, they can very like fake it, you know. They're like, oh, I'm smart, I'm working right now, whereas we're like, looks like we're texting. So I just wanted to clear the air, you know what I'm saying?
True.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're gonna go through a few things.
Yes, 100th episode. Yeah. How do you feel the podcast's gone so far? 100 episodes, obviously.
I think it's gone well. I think we've definitely been making some upgrades recently, and we're still kind of in that upgrade.
Yeah, I mean, we still haven't got plants.
Yeah, with the plants aren't here yet. The thing is, plants are hard to get because they do have to be alive.
They don't have to be.
True.
We literally said we could get fake plants.
Oh yeah, true. I think
But everywhere I've looked, like the ones that look good are all out of stock.
COVID, mate.
Yeah, COVID's just made plants ungettable. I don't know why.
Yeah, no, it's made plants poorly. But yeah, no, I think the podcast's gone really well. We started it. It's not really like see like podcasts nowadays. You know, people are like, all right, let's start a podcast. Let's start like a venture. Let's start like a new thing.
Yeah.
For us, it wasn't really like that, was it? It was kind of like, let's just like you said like, oh, you know, I kind of enjoy podcasts. We're not sure who to do it with, and I was like, yeah, I'm down to just chat with you. And we kind of started like that, and we did the channel, we did like the logo and stuff. But it was never like, let's make a podcast channel.
No, yeah.
Let's like.
But that's why it was monthly as well.
Yeah. We didn't have a schedule. And then, since then, we've kind of like fallen into it more and like took it more seriously over time and started improving it.
I tell you what, I think other people in terms of like, you know, the fellas, happy hour, etc. like, or waffling, all of them.
Yeah.
I think those have kind of made us go like, all right, we need to do one every week.
Yeah.
We need to up it.
Yeah.
Because literally, I think the reason we actually finally got this wall was, to me, it was because of the fellas.
Yeah,
if I'm honest, because theirs is like a 6 set.
Yeah, and again, I guess that's where it's changed as well. Because I think podcasting in general has changed. Like when we started, at least many of them was kind of just it was more casual in a sense. That obviously, like say, like Joe Rogan was a big inspiration or influence, but he does have a studio. But you know, we had the curtains. That was kind of like Joe Rogan style.
Those curtains, £15.
You know what? I was looking at some old podcasts the other day, and we started off well, when we first had them, they looked really good, and it started getting worse over time. I think maybe they got wrinkly. We didn't really, the lights changed or something. We didn't really keep it consistent. But yeah, we've finally changed now. We're like, right, a lot of people are doing sets now. A lot of people are turning it into like a podcast, but also a show.
Yeah.
Like a TV show slash the podcast. Because remember, podcasts were always audio only at first. Like even doing a video was kind of unheard of at the time. Not at the time when we started, but back in the day. So yeah,
we're not like, we haven't been going that long. It's only 100 episodes.
We've not innovated podcasts. We're not started podcasts. But don't worry, we're not that creative any stretch of the imagination. But yeah, over time we've improved it. So I'm really happy with how it's gone.
Well, actually, like thinking about it, you know how you said, I said like I'd love to start a podcast.
Yeah,
I think that's actually because of Josh. You know?
Yeah,
because he was doing a podcast. Yeah, and I was kind of like, oh yeah, it seems quite fun. Like,
yeah,
you get a mate or two mates over, and you just talk. So that seems fun. So
yeah, you just waffle. Joe Rogan has got a good name. Joe Rogan. Joe Weller has smashed the name on that one. Waffling.
That is very
good one. It's a good one. But yeah, exactly. Josh was it is a shame to feel that he stopped his. I know he does kind of regret it as well. But I think at the time it was just difficult for him to get it going.
To be fair, with because it was just Lewis and Matt, right? Was there another?
Lewis and Matt, yeah.
It wasn't 4 people.
No, they have guests.
Yeah. But those two, like scheduling wise now.
Yeah, like Matt Sidemen, Lewis Zerake.
Yeah.
And then obviously Josh, busy as well, and then the guests. So it's tough. I think what we did well, right, is actually what we did well was not doing things well, if that makes sense. So if
level up.
Yeah. So if we started, right, and we were like, right, want to get a set, want to get a neon light, want to get like mics sorted, everything perfect. Week. Yeah, we would have failed and we'd never have got it going. But what we agreed to do, what we did best is kind of like let it grow as time went on. So we record audio, record ourselves, and then over time we would improve it. That's the only way that we wouldn't be here if not for that, right?
No, for sure.
So I guess that's something that you guys can learn from as well. If you're like trying to start something, a venture or something like a channel, just start it. Don't try and perfect it. Start it and then get going. Whereas not to use Josh as an example, but even not in a bad way, but I will. That was you have to get a lot of things ready, right? Even like Con had to filming it, get the slider going, get the guests, the people there. Whereas we filmed it all ourselves. We've got a cameraman now. Let's go. But originally we just pushed record. So I think that's a big part of it. To be fair. With that being said, though. We at times we did get complacent.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there is the whole thing of like start as you mean to go on.
Yeah.
So we kind of went against that and went, no, we'll start and get better.
Yeah. But again, that's a testament to like what we wanted out of it. Like we never was like, business plan. Like this is what we're gonna do to it. It's just a casual thing, If we did go out and do that, like right, I want to start this new thing, we probably would have failed because we would not have met expectations. But yeah, it's casual, isn't it? We just chill and chat. That's the whole podcast is about that.
And we've kept it to a level where it's like, okay, your main thing is like Pokemon side of it, business and stuff, and mine is still Sidemen, etc. And we've because this is like a side thing, we've been able to keep it going. Whereas I think if we were like, all right, we're having this business plan, we're doing this, and then this stuff comes up, you'd be like, I might have to give up the podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas now it's like,
it's just casual, just literally chat shit for like 2 hours.
We should have called us chat shit.
Yeah, we should have called that. We should have called
maybe not. We probably would have got age restricted everywhere.
Yeah, we should have called it shit. The shit podcast. That's a good name, to be fair. Like, I mean, not for search terms or like YouTube, but
yeah,
that would have done well on. I feel like that SH star T would have done well on like Apple and stuff.
Yeah, true.
What do you mean the shit podcast? I'm going to give that a listen.
Do they talk about poo the whole time?
Imagine.
Maybe.
Different styles of food. Anyway, move on. Let's go.
Do you ever go on ratemypoo.com?
No.
You never went on ratemypoo.com?
No.
How?
I've heard of it. I can't
like
say.
You've been on it, right? Everyone's been on it.
I haven't been on it. I've heard people talk about it, but I've never gone on it myself.
Wow.
Have you posted on it?
No. I've never done anything I thought was worthy.
Really?
Yeah. Like I've done madness. I've done a madness, but you go on there and you see things that you're like, this Donnie is an alien.
Yeah, no. I my sister can poo.
I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that she. Hopefully, your parents can poo.
No. But she can poo. Like she has like mental poos. She should use that website quite a bit.
I don't know whether to say who it is, but there's someone that you're friends with as well.
Okay,
I can show you after. But they did a poo, and when I say it's literally like this and like a log.
You don't want to reveal it.
I can tell you after, but I don't know if they've said it online publicly, so I don't want to say it.
In the comments right now, if you've seen someone, this person may have mentioned it on like a stream or a video or somewhere. If you know who it is, put it in the comments, but I'll find out after then.
Yeah.
And then maybe we can ask permission for next week. Or do we not know them like that?
No. We know them. Yeah, we know them. We know them well.
Okay.
But when I say it's a madness, I'm trying to
imagine you just text your mate, whoever this random person is, and you're like, hey, mate, just wondering if I can post your poo onto the podcast. Just want to talk about it and reveal your name. You know what they should do? This is the idea, right? You know the Masked Singer? They should get celebrities in, right? Get them to do poos, and you have to guess whose poo that is. And it's gonna be called Guess the Poo, and it's gonna be on ITV. I'm gonna sell that for $1 million or pounds because that's the currency in the UK.
Would that work?
What do you mean would that work? Of course it would.
I actually can't find it. I had a picture of it on my phone.
They don't have to poo like on camera.
No, I know, but like I don't think you can show actual feces on TV.
Oh.
But when I say this, right, I'm saying it was this
Patreon.
big that they went and got the hotel like manager to show them.
So they didn't do it in a hotel.
Yeah.
It's not JJ because you just said JJ.
It's not JJ.
Yeah,
and JJ definitely would have said it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if it's.
All right.
So
anyway, so let's move on. I don't know how we got there.
Okay. Did you ever expect the podcast to get to this point? Did you expect to get 100 episodes?
Yeah, to be fair. I would never sit and think. It'd be great to get to 100, but I'm not surprised now because we do it every week. There's no really because we had no plan with it. There's no real ever end date. You know, we'll just end when it ends. Really.
I feel like when we were at 5, I wouldn't have thought, oh yeah, we'll get 100. I was like, oh yeah, I hope we carry on.
Yeah.
But once we got into this routine and we got to like 30, 40, I was like, there's no reason it won't get done.
Yeah. Since we went weekly and we actually proved we can do it weekly, then
JJ actually didn't think we'd make it.
No, that's probably the only reason we did actually do weekly because he said we would never do it. So
he was like, oh no, they'll stop after like 20.
Yeah.
Because I stop a lot of things, to be fair. I take up a lot of things and go,
yeah, but it helps when you do it with someone else, right?
Yeah, 100%.
You know, I mean, because then you have to be like, oh, Randy, let's stop. And I'll be like, no.
And it helps having like a whole channel for it. Like if I was posting these on...
Well, we did originally.
That was the original thing, wasn't it?
We posted it on... Did you post... We posted full episodes on this one, then clips on yours?
We might have done, yeah.
Or just full episodes on yours?
I think it was clips.
On second channel?
Yeah.
MM7 Games, yeah. They did quite well, to be fair.
Yeah.
Nice little poster, but it just made sense to condense it.
Yeah, for sure.
And you can get a video out there instead anyway.
To be fair, maybe it was smart to just chuck a clip on somewhere and be like, oh yeah, by the way, there is a podcast if you want to watch it.
True. Yeah. Might be worth doing.
Might be out soon. Who knows?
Yeah. Check out all the channels. Yeah.
I have too many channels. I don't want another one. What do you think are the best parts of the podcast?
As in like the best moments? Or...
Best moments / what things like and guests as well. Any guests you've really enjoyed?
I've really enjoyed. I kind of put my foot in it last episode because I named some that I enjoyed, and then it seemed like I didn't enjoy the rest. A lazy answer is that I do enjoy the people that we know more.
Yeah,
and I don't mean that in a sense of like we know everyone. I think probably something. If there's a question about what we can do better, I think we need to get guests that we don't know.
Don't worry, bro.
We got that one in the pocket. But yeah, I do really enjoy having like let's say JJ. Josh, Talia, Lux, Freezy, Con, Toby, to be fair, most of our guests, to be honest.
Yeah, we don't really venture out.
No. But I do like that in a sense of, yes, you miss out. Like, we've never been a podcast, and we said this at the start. We don't want to interview people. We don't want people to come on and be like, oh, man, like, I guess people do enjoy coming to promote themselves if they've got something to promote, but we enjoy just having like a literally relaxed chat. So it's not even thinking we're recording, just chatting to someone. We've got a bit of structure here and there, but we just a natter really. So the reason I enjoy those, more is because like, it is just our friends that we just, we talk to every single day.
Yeah.
And it's just an extension of what we speak about.
Yeah.
And I think that's why people like our podcast. We're different than the rest of them. We are shitter. But I think that's why we're good. We're also good because, sometimes you say you watch like a True Geordie one or a Jackmate one, you have to watch every single minute, which is good. You get a lot of information out of it. But sometimes you want to just kick back, put it on in the background, just listen to some absolute waffle. Fuck you, Joe Weller. It's such a good name. It's such a good name. Do you get me?
Yeah. I get you fully.
And it doesn't mean to diminish our podcast. It's actually just something different.
Yeah, like it's the same thing of also it's the fact that it's in our flat.
Yeah.
So, for example, the fellas did one with like Ollie Ball and Jacob, and it's like,
yeah,
that was a very sick podcast. I watched most of it, but it's just not something we would do. Because you'd have to ask them a lot of questions about themselves and blah, blah, blah. That sounds really peak. Like, I don't care about them. So, you know what I mean? Like, we'd want to just have a chat, and it'd be kind of a little awkward. And also, like, I don't know about inviting people that I've never met before into the flat.
That's one of the big things. Yeah, I think to be fair, going forward, we'll have to we probably will have to do a bit more of like guests that we don't know. We have to like challenge people.
Yeah,
more.
for sure.
But we're just asking different things, you know. So I mean, Freezy did it well. To be fair, he wasn't like, you know, tell me about your life. He was just asking a few things. So banter, which is fun. So I think those guests, that guest would have worked really well, or those two guests. But yeah, the other part is that it's in your apartment. So it's like, you know, some people you can't be like, oh yeah, can you just come to my flat?
Here's my address.
It's weird for them. It's also weird for you because it's like strangers coming here. So I guess we'll figure out that. But this wall will help. But like now I've got this room a little bit more professional. It's going to help with bringing someone over. Whereas before it was like, can you just like crawl past the desk, you know, jump under the wires?
We still need to clean this room up a little bit. But
yeah. It's definitely far better.
It's still a mess. All right, any guests? So you actually did. So any other guests that have stood out or have been the worst?
Ellen, for sure. Ellen was the worst.
Ellen was the worst.
Yeah. Not really. By the way, we're only joking when we say that. Yeah, me neither.
No, we are.
No, we are, yeah. Yeah, we're not.
We're not.
No, there's no bad guest ever. Because again, it's not, you know,
to me,
I have no expectations. We're just here to chat, you know.
Well, my thing is, I don't think we've had a bad guest. We are joking about Ellen. To me, if you think you've had a bad guest, I actually would blame yourself.
It'd be our fault.
Because I think you're not getting them to answer what you like. If you think, oh, you know, that was boring, it's like, well, that means you haven't asked the right questions.
Yeah.
Because admittedly, you should know who you're getting on before anyway. So if we invited on, like, say we invite on JJ, for example.
Yeah.
And we don't know anything about him and we ask the boring questions, that's our fault. And if we know, if we've like researched him a little bit or whatever, we should know that he's not going to give boring answers.
Yeah.
So we should know, like, he doesn't want to answer, oh, what's KSI for the millionth time? Why KSI? Explain the name behind KSI, actually. So, yeah.
I think, to be fair, some people do like talking about themselves and what they've done, I guess. But most people, I think, just want to sit and just talk about current events.
Especially if you're like trying to promote anything. Yeah. You definitely want to, you know, come on and talk a bit about yourself. Yeah, like if you're trying to talk about a book that is about your life, you're not going to come and want to talk about the Super League.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, or I think that's why it works well. We've got our own like unique little pocket in the space, I guess you would call it, which is not, ironically, it's not unique, but it's different. I mean, I think the whole like interviewing people is fantastic, but we're not good at it. I don't think. It's like the True Geordie is amazing at like speaking to people, getting serious questions and getting serious answers. We're just not. You know, we're not. So and that's okay though.
That's the thing. I wouldn't want to interview them. I'd want to actually just watch someone else do it.
Yeah. I agree.
I think my favorite guest, other than my two girlfriends.
Yeah. Good one.
I think I'm gonna go Theo. You know,
as your next girlfriend.
That's my favorite guest.
Oh, that's right. I lost the thread there. Theo was great, actually.
I love Theo.
Yeah.
That was like the easiest. That was a proper like waffle.
Yeah. He's on waffling now.
Exactly. No, he's not. He's not in the title.
Oh, yeah. Put him in the title. And Luke.
Well, speaking, this is a very random side note.
Yeah.
Did you see Joe and Deji going at each other?
Yeah, So what was that all about?
So Deji
drunk, right?
tweeted like something about Jake Paul winning and was like, oh yeah, obviously, like Jake Paul was always going to win or is going to win, obviously, or something like that. And then it was like, yeah, fair enough to Jake Paul. Because I think Deji is literally seeing it as like, Jake has said, oh, I'm going to fight a UFC fighter. And then he's just beat him.
Yeah.
Like, fair enough. So Deji's giving him credit where credit's due. And then Joe, for some reason, I think he was drunk at this point.
Well, he definitely was. I mean, we've seen he was on the True Geordie, the knockout, their live reaction, you know, live stream, obviously. Yeah. And he was on there. I guess he had, you know, ironically he tweeted early in that day something like, my first time drinking with True Geordie. So I think he must have gone. He must have been really excited to go and do the knockout. But yeah, on the stream, Joe was just like gone.
Yeah, and he ended up tweeting at Deji saying like, "Oh, you're a pussy" or something like that.
Fight give.
Yeah, and then Deji started talking back, and then Deji
tweeted back saying, "Who the fuck's this guy?" Like the Conor McGregor.
Yeah, and it is one of those things that I don't really get it because Gibbs now fighting, right? It's confirmed.
And Deji's
also fighting. Yeah. So I'm like, they're not going to fight now.
Yeah.
I mean, like, okay, go for them after this, but I don't really get how this whole thing happened.
Well, I think it's just drunk. It was just drunk.
It's just alcohol.
But yeah, I mean, the answer is really like fight each other. You know what I'm saying? Like Joe and Deji fight. That's what I would want to see. You know, you can't. In my opinion, you can't really go at someone like that unless you're offering to fight them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Oh, you're a pussy. Fight Gib. So no. Oh, you're a pussy. Fight me. That would make more sense.
Yeah. Well, that's like the whole thing I always think of when you see, you know, for example, Jake, and you have some of his boys being like, "Oh, Jake's gonna knock you out." It's like, okay, but that's Jake.
Yeah.
You're not gonna knock the person out.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Chill out.
It's a bit weird, mate.
It's like if we had just, you know, started going, oh, like, yeah, we made jokes about Logan or whatever.
Yeah.
But we'd never go like, Logan's a pussy. Like,
no.
He's a terrible fighter. Yeah, what? I'd beat him. No, I wouldn't.
Yeah,
I know I wouldn't.
Yeah, but then if you're gonna say that you're gonna, you know what I'm saying? Don't be like, oh, yo, Logan, you're a pussy, mate. I reckon Simon can bang you out.
That sounds like drunk Harry.
Yeah. Well,
and no one likes drunk Harry.
Yeah. And I get, Joe was drunk, so that's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
But it was a bit hard to watch, to be honest. But
so don't drink.
Don't drink.
Don't drink.
Drink, but don't drink like live on the knockout if you're gonna go that far. But that being said, no hate on Joe. I want to see you fight Deji, so that would be a good fight, right?
I'd watch it. I'd 100% watch it. I'd watch.
That'd be big.
I'd
as
watch
well.
Deji, Gib, Joe, any of that triangle fight. The other.
They should create a Super League. Just those three. But anyway, we'll talk about the fight more later. We'll talk about the Super League more later.
Okay. How or what do you think we'll do to make the podcast better? That didn't make any sense.
But yeah, where do we go from here?
I mean? Yeah. What's so say we do another 100 episodes.
Yeah. Okay.
What do you want to see in this podcast?
I think we'll definitely more guests, to be fair.
Yeah.
I think there was a stage where, to be fair, there's a big stage where we were doing it over Discord a lot of the time. So
I just don't like them.
No, but we did well for our own ones.
Yeah.
But with guests, it's a bit harder to do it with I mean, you think it's easy, you just click record, but it's not as good. I think in the future, if we do Discord interviews, we should do it here. So we should sit with headphones on.
Sure.
I mean, we've got the mics and we just chat to them, and then we just either have their own audio only or they have their
I don't
side.
think there's many people are like, because we don't really do interviews, I don't think there's many people that I'd be that fussed about doing Discord ones with.
Yeah. It's
like Milk was really good to do a podcast
Milk
with.
Was sick, yeah.
But it's one of those things where it's like, if we got Milk here, that podcast would have been so much better.
So much better, yeah. And I think if you're interviewing someone, it's very like, it's done to a certain formula. So it's like, all right, I ask you a question, you answer the question, bit of banter. When you're done, I ask you a new one. Yeah. Whereas the way we want to do the podcast is like a conversation, banter. And on Discord, it's always delayed. Even we do it, it's so delayed. Like it's awkward because like someone will say something and I'll be like, hi, yeah. And then I'll interrupt him, which then he'll stop and be like, wait, what you say? And it's just really awkward. So I think like an actual, you know, podcast like that would the way we want to do it is harder to do. We'll still have to do it sometimes if it's a guest we can't get in, but ideally we'd like to do it in person. But yeah, so I guess 11 weeks in a row we did Discord podcast for COVID for obvious reasons. But in the next 100, considering, well, hopefully it's going to be better and now we can get guests in, I think definitely more guests.
Yeah.
And not be scared. Like I think we should go out of our comfort zone to get guests in.
Well, there's another question coming up. Okay. We'll talk about guests.
Yeah.
But apart from guests, what else?
Apart from guests, I feel like we're doing.
Yeah,
I think new background, better cameras now, better camera operators.
From no one.
From no one, yeah. Or a camera
didn't have
operator.
Much like big shoes to fill or anything.
Yeah, more decoration, I think. But I think I'm thinking. I think most stuff we have to improve now is stuff outside of this. So like maybe we post some more clips or we post some funny moments for people who not on YouTube, but like maybe like a shorts channel or maybe like Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, just more stuff. I think Freezy smashed that. We're just lazy. Really to be honest, we have been very lazy. But
I don't think you can call it lazy though, and it's like focusing on other stuff.
Yeah, I guess it's yeah.
We've neglected it compared to our other stuff.
Yeah, but then again, even neglect is not the right word. We're just doing it while we do other stuff.
Yeah,
like,
it's definitely been a side project.
Yeah,
compared to our main stuff.
We just every Monday or Tuesday we just sit here for a couple of hours and chat. Really, that's literally the extent of it, which we've enjoyed, and hopefully you guys have enjoyed. But I guess yes, like Simon says, now there are many other podcasts out there. It has been like, you guys do have to like either catch up or do a bit better to be able to compete with them. So We're happy with putting more work in though, especially when you guys love it. Like if you guys keep showing support and keep watching it, we'll do everything we can to improve it. But I think we still would have been doing it if it was dead, really.
Yeah, I mean, if you have any hints, that's not the right word. If you have any tips or anything that you want us to do differently or etc., I'm almost tempted to say in 100 episodes we should have changed the chairs by then.
Yeah,
I do like these chairs a lot. But I feel like we could,
we can get some new chairs.
Get something else,
I'm down.
Just to mix it up.
I'm down to look at some new chairs.
Yeah.
Chairs.
I love chairs.
Yeah, I love chairs, bro.
Like, I'd love to find some new ones. These are very nice.
These were good. Yeah, these were good. We actually we went and picked them out, but we did it in a sense that we moved from the house. Well, you moved from the house, and we needed something quick. So we kind of go get them rather quick.
Yeah.
I didn't know you wanted chairs, bro. I'm excited now.
Bro, I want to get plants. I want new chairs.
Okay, nice.
Maybe, some decorations on the wall.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
I want a water fountain that goes from over there that I can turn on and it'll shoot all the way over. No?
Let's not do that.
Let's not do that.
A fridge?
Yeah, I don't know if we wanted to reveal that.
Oh.
It's not like a secret. It's not like a secret thing. Like, oh my god, guys, you guys will never believe what we've got going on the podcast soon. It's a fucking fridge.
We're gonna have some insane guest, and we're like, "Yo, guys, this is the best episode ever. We got a fridge."
Yeah, sick, mate. But I'm happy with where we're going, and we're starting to ramp it up now. New year, new me. Even though it's been 4 months into the year now.
And guest wise, I wanna hear some guests that could happen.
Okay.
And some more unlikely guests.
Okay. Right. I think guests that could happen are, say Jamie.
Yep.
Say P Money.
Yep.
That's outside our circle, but still within our circle.
Yeah.
So it's likely. Ones that aren't so likely, but I think we would try and get. I mean, we spoke about getting Lando on. That'd be sick.
I don't know if he'd do it anymore. He got a podium.
I reckon, off season though.
He'll get bored.
It's a very, very busy period for him. But I reckon he'll do it.
Yeah. Maybe. I mean, we'll see, innit?
I'll offer him. What should I offer him? I'll offer him
a Warzone win.
I can't deliver that, bro. Not anymore.
Just chuck him Juki's email.
yeah. No, but people like that though. In a sense where it's like, there's a connection to the YouTube/gaming/streaming world. But it is also like an outside celebrity as well.
Yeah, for sure.
And at the end of the day, I think what we don't realize, or what we probably don't realize, is not to sound like too cocky, but we can probably get a lot of people we don't think we could have got. Because at the end of the day, people do have stuff to promote when they're doing PR runs and when they're doing, we 200k views on a podcast. That's a lot. maybe it just says a lot. Yeah. So people be like, I'll promote my book on here. And then they'll sit in that chair and think, what the hell have I signed up for?
So I'd be interested to try out one where we don't even know the person much at all.
Maybe we try and do more interview style, we just give it a go.
But more of a laid back interview. So not, what's the book about? We would ask that, but that would be a very small segment. It'd be more like, it'd just be the way you ask, innit? You wouldn't be like, tell us about the book. You'd be what is this?
Oh yeah, I read your book. It was shit. No, I would never say that. Unless it was.
You wouldn't read the book. That's why.
No. I'd read it. I'd read it, mate. No,
my God. Okay.
How about you?
I mean, we've already spoken about Viz.
Yeah, he's gonna be up probably next, right? Spoiler alert.
I keep saying on my stream that we're about Freya coming on here. But the issue is I haven't asked her.
I'll ask her.
No, I'm down to ask her. It's more just I keep saying that she might come on, and I know how streams work and the amount of people that are going to go over and go, I heard you going on the What's Good podcast, and she's like, I haven't been asked. You know what I mean? And it just seems kind of peak, so I need to actually ask.
Yeah.
Jamie. I mean, I'd be down. Honestly, I'd get anyone on the podcast that wants to anyone to be honest.
Yeah.
Any of the YouTubers as well that want to, if Stephen Tries wanted to do it, for example, that'd be great.
We should get Morgs on here.
If he's down.
I reckon he's turned a new leaf now, a bit more mature.
Mature?
Yeah, I came out weird, didn't it?
It did.
Mature. That's even weirder.
It is.
We'll get Morgs on. Well, if he wants to. Yeah. No, we need to ask people. We've been so we're always scared they're going to say no, but I don't care. I don't care if they say no.
That's true, actually.
I asked Flippin, who did I ask? I asked Bella Delmino?
Belle Delphine.
Belle Delphine, yeah, and she's like no, but she set us up.
She said down. She set us up. Time.
Yeah, I might hit her up again.
Yeah.
Well, she follows both at the exact same time, and someone messaged me like, she just followed you by the way. And
that is weird, isn't it? To follow both of us
exact same time
is a hint of what do we have in common?
Yeah.
We're both extremely handsome and have a podcast.
And she had a porno coming out.
Yeah.
And she was going on all the podcasts to promote it.
I felt like you just brushed over the fact I called you extremely handsome.
Well, no, I didn't brush past it. I didn't mean I know that. You know, like I heard it, but I'm not going to question it. It is what it is. No, I'm kidding.
Okay. Who would you want to get if you get anyone in the world?
Yeah, well, fair enough. John asked me this literally before we started. And I was like, you know what? I don't know.
What, if you could have anyone in the world?
Yeah, because I said to him, I think the people who I would love to have on a podcast, I don't think would be good on the podcast.
I know what you mean.
So, like, for example, Jay-Z, right?
Is it just someone you want to meet?
Yeah.
Like?
If Jay-Z sat there right now, and I'm like, mate, which Sideman you think is going to give birth first? You know what I mean? Like, what? You know, obviously, I would conduct myself better. You know, I would do that, but I don't know. You know,
you also wouldn't be able to be you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I know what you mean. Like, because mine was Will Smith.
Yeah,
you've kind of taught me out of that because Will Smith sat right there. I'm like, hello, Mr. Smith.
I think so, yeah. So I think, yeah, man, I think like you'd be there with Mr. Smith, right? I'm gonna call him that now.
No.
You'd be sat there with him, chatting away, and asking him questions, and I'll be there like just dumb jokes. Oh, imagine if you could like, you know, poo on camera and rate it, you know, like on TV, and he'd be like, I'm not sure that's relevant, but
I'm just here to promote my YouTube channel.
Yeah, he's like, man, I'm trying to beat me subs. Yeah, I don't know, mate. I guess, yeah, we'll.
To be fair, Jamie is actually up there.
Yeah,
for me because Jamie is so interesting.
Yeah.
Like you talk to him about anything, and it'll be like you could say, "Oh, crisps shouldn't exist," and he'll be able to talk for an hour on either side.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one. We'll do that. That might be the longest one.
It might be, but
it depends if you have his ears. But we'll get him on for sure. That's gonna be a good one. He'll fit this podcast very well, like just non-relevant drivel. Yeah, I mean, no offense, Jamie, but I know your mind goes everywhere.
No, because he does talk about like serious stuff, but I think as long as we just lead him away from that.
Yeah, no, or lead him into it.
Nah.
You also guys, welcome back to the What's Good podcast. Today we've got Jamie. Take it away, my friend. Just sit back.
We could try that, to be fair. Yeah. But the thing is, he would do it.
He would
go, yeah, Jamie.
Yeah.
Randy. He always just freestyles it. He actually introed. I did a rap or crap with him and P Money.
He did the intro.
And I literally went. John goes, all right, rolling, and I literally look at the camera, and then he just goes, "It's Jamie P Money."
That's sick.
And I was just like, okay, this is gonna be a good video.
It's not yet, is it?
No, but it's very funny.
I'm excited for that to come out.
Instantly, like I literally read the first lyric, and he's like, "I know everything. I know what you're doing. I know you." Gets it wrong.
Oh,
and at that point, from then on, he's like, I thought I knew.
Okay, nice.
And then P's jokes as well. Like it's a good video. I'm very happy with it. I know rap or craps don't normally do that well, but it's a fun video.
Yeah.
And rap or crap, the song.
Yeah, it's not.
We wanted to make a song.
It's not in production.
It's not.
Because
we thought about making a song out of the rap or crap lyrics that I've made, and then Randolph can make up some new ones to.
Yeah, so we'll fill in the gaps. Yeah, I'm excited for that. We definitely will do it. It's just pending.
All right. So if you had to describe the podcast in 5 words,
oh my god,
what would you say?
Right. Can I ask a question before we start?
Yeah, yes.
Is it 5 words or 5 phrases?
Words.
So this doesn't count, but laid back, would that be 2 words?
You know what? Laid back was literally in my head.
Was it?
Hyphenated. Laid back, 1 word.
Yeah, it's got a dash in it. So I reckon, okay, let's go.
That was in my head. Laid back's one of them for sure.
Yeah, so laid back for sure. Laid back. Funny. It is funny. It's a funny podcast. Okay.
That's 2.
I would say shit,
I was thinking mediocre.
Yeah, in a good way. It's weird. Yeah. So it makes no sense, but you guys who watch this podcast every week will be like, yeah, this podcast is kind of meh, but I come back and watch every week.
Yeah.
That's the kind of vibe. Like, it's bad, but it's just banter. So 3, but mediocre's better than shit then.
Okay. I'll go easy listening.
Yeah, easy. That's
what. Yeah,
hyphenated as well. Yeah. He's listening and quality. The audio quality is the best. By the way, the audio quality on our podcast is better than every. Oh wait, everyone's gonna think back to the one with Ellen and shit. When we don't have an issue with the mic,
ignore those.
Yeah.
If that's not there, then it's the
best. Yeah,
it's the best.
Which also, I guess, oh man, yeah. But no, in terms of audio quality, in terms of what you're listening to right now, we shit on everyone. There's no question.
Damn, bro. We talk about rubbish. We stink as hosts, but
we sound good when we sound good when we do it. That's what matters, So yeah, let's go.
Yeah, if you're gonna be bad, at least sound good.
You know what? I know, John. Is it sounding okay in your ears right now? Perfect. I guarantee that moment would have been like. in the background.
Our audio quality is the best out of everyone's, and the whole time. Quality best out of ones.
Oh, I guarantee something's gonna go wrong now. God damn it!
All right, and finally, to do with. I mean, this is our last pitch. Obviously, we've got 100 episodes now. Mentioned in Freezy's video as well. Freezy released a video where he interviewed us 2 years apart.
Yeah, you can watch that. It's out now.
It's a very good video. I haven't watched it. I can't watch anything.
I can't either. Same. I watched a bit of it and I was like, I'm not watching it.
Well, everyone on my stream wanted me to watch it on stream. And I was like, no, because then I'd skip my parts. Because I don't want to watch my part.
Fair.
I hate watching myself.
Yeah, mate. Well, I'm you look at me in 2019, I'm twice size now. Fucking hell, mate. I'm so fat now. God damn it.
It's more to love.
Yeah.
Sorry. Is that
no, it's fine. It's fine.
Is that
no, it's fine. Yeah, I mean, I agree. Okay. I agree.
But
Laura thinks so. What?
But I mentioned in that 2 years ago that we wanted to hit 1 million subscribers by the next year.
Yeah.
And then he asked me 2 years later, and he was like, "How many you won?" And I was like, 600K. So it's good. I'm very happy. A podcast channel with 600K subs.
Yeah.
Mad. But I want to push for that 1 million.
I think we can do that. I think clips will help in terms. I mean, externally. I mean, now we're a bit more professional. Now we've made some upgrades. I reckon we can shout about
rate my poo for 10
minutes. Yeah, we did. Damn it! But we've got a nice wall now, which does it makes a big difference. It's quite small. It's a small thing that makes a big difference, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, in size it's quite large. But yeah, so I reckon we'll start preaching about it more. But anyway,
please subscribe.
Yeah, if you're watching this now,
get us to 1 million subscribers this year.
Yeah, you freaks, you weirdos.
Yeah, that worked for Ethan and Josh apparently, so we try it.
Yeah, no, so do that. Definitely subscribe. But fully enough, a segue from that into the next section is I've got a quiz for you prepared by your brother Nick.
Okay.
On questions to do with the podcast and stats and etc.
I don't think I'm going to know any of this.
Well, the first one is, and I want to pick up on this. The first one is...
You know it, just off by heart.
I know the first question. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, sorry. The first question is, how many subscribers does this podcast channel have?
I'm not going to lie, I haven't looked in...
Because it's not 600K. You've been saying 600K for like 2 weeks now, and it was like 580 for a long time of that. But I thought you was rounding up.
I mean, if you have 580, you ain't going anywhere and going, I've got 500.
No,
You're always going to say,
yeah. But I didn't know, like, I didn't want to pick up on it because I don't want to be like, you sit there saying, we're on 600K. And I'm like, actually, Sam, I'm on 580. Like, it's just a bit of a weird thing to do.
Just give me a massive hint where we are.
No. Okay, so where do you think we are? To the nearest 1,000.
I mean, 591.
We're actually on 598,000.
Hey, I was pretty close though.
Yeah, so we're 2,000 off 600K.
You just had
at the time.
Bro, why are you saying we're at 600K? We're at 598,000.
At the time, we were different, and I was just picking up on it, but I thought it was a good segue into this quiz. So yeah, 598,000. And I want to say, we have actually, since the Josh podcast, we've grown quite a bit.
Really?
In those subs, it's gone quite a bit. So whatever we'd said there was working.
Are you just trying to prove
we have.
By saying
We actually
600K?
have. We actually have.
Okay.
We've gone up a bit.
All right. Well, hopefully with this podcast, we can hit 600K. And next up, 1 million. That's how numbers work.
Yeah.
All right, what's the next question?
Next question. Which person,
okay,
apart from us two, has been in the most main podcast thumbnails?
Oh, thumbnails, not episodes.
Not episodes.
Not like
not guests. How many, which person has been in the most main channel thumbnails?
My thought is, based on how many times they've been on, it has to be Talia or JJ. Okay. So, it could be Talia, but Talia's been on the most, I think. But I think, for views-wise, we probably put JJ in more. I'm going to go JJ.
Okay, well, the answer is, so Logan Paul has 7.
Oh, so it is,
KS, yeah, not just guess.
Okay, well, I'm going JJ.
Yeah. JJ also has 7, but he has 15 in total if you include Sidemen in the thumbnails. So JJ is the winner.
I think that Nick has made this completely wrong.
Do you think?
Because I think I could find, if I just go back to an old podcast, we've done 7 clips with JJ.
No, main podcast. So the main episode.
Oh,
sorry, yeah. So
I still got it right.
Yeah, you still got it right. You still got it right. Yeah, so the main podcast thumbnails. Yeah.
Okay.
So the weekly ones we do.
Okay.
Yes, but to be fair, so JJ 7, Logan 7 individually, which is interesting, and then the rest of JJ's has been with his Sidemen.
Who'd have thought? A draw.
Oh, that's actually.
But then, when you take into the second thing into account, JJ won. Just like the boxing.
That's mad. And my reaction was genuine, I wasn't even taking the piss. That's amazed me. Next question, number 3. What is the title of our most viewed video on this channel? This is not main. This could be clips. It could be...
I honestly don't have a clue, but it has Talia in it. I think. Does it? Or is it JJ? Because it used to be like something about the F2. But I think that's second now.
It once was the F2 video. Yeah, but I'm no comment from me. I don't want to interfere.
Now I think it might be something to do with like Talia and relationship. I don't know the exact title, but I'm going to go with something to do with that.
Could you put that into a
how did Simon and Talia meet, or when did Simon and Talia get married? I don't know, something like that.
Well, you were closer when you actually said the two key phrases, which is Talia and relationship. But the actual title, you get a point for this, by the way. It's correct. Okay. Talia opens up about relationship with Simon.
I'm pretty close.
Yeah, you take that, but you were so close that I thought you would actually, know.
Now that you've said it, I remember that title.
Yeah.
We have a lot of videos.
We do have a lot of videos. Okay, so 3 points.
I got the second, and I
wouldn't count the first one. You said 591. Just for
okay.
I'm not going to count.
You went for the nearest 1,000.
So, question number 4. Oh, I was about to read the answer.
How many questions are there?
10.
Okay.
400 episodes.
I felt like I won 7. 7 is a pass.
What month was the first video released?
Bollocks. I want 5. That's what I want. 5. Yeah. What month was the first one released?
The first video released.
I think it was later in the year. I'd go with October. Don't say it's November.
Oh, what year?
I got to get the year as well. 2018.
Yeah, that's correct. So
wait, what?
Wait, so no, the year's correct.
Oh, okay.
The year's correct. You're off by a month on the video.
Don't tell me it's November.
So it's November the 2018.
Did you hear what I said? I went October. Don't say it's November.
But the first Spotify one
was
October.
I think I get the point for that.
But that's not the question, though.
No, but you heard me say, look, it could have been any month. And I literally said October. And then as I was saying, I went, November. I said October or November. Come on.
Okay,
I got the year.
Okay, I'll give you a point.
Bro, would you have got that anywhere near?
No. Yeah, I don't think. I probably would have said September, to be fair.
Exactly. Miles off.
Yeah, miles off. Yes. Right, you get a point then. Great, well done. Oh my God.
Okay.
Oh my God. What episode did we get the neon sign? Oh my God. I'm not looking.
Can I go to nearest 5 or something?
Not number. No. What? Try and think back. Wait. What? I'll look at the answer then. Oh.
Is there a number?
There's a number on it. But if you can name the podcast, I'll give you the point.
Name the podcast. Was there a guest?
I don't know if I want to say that.
Because I don't.
Well, yes, there's a guest. I'll give you that too.
Okay.
If you think about it, you'll get it. If I thought about this, I think I would have got it. If you really think about it.
I think it's one with Talia.
No, it's not. Is it a final answer?
What am I guessing here?
Well,
am I guessing a number or am I guessing
both?
84.
No.
Well, I don't know then.
This is gonna blow your mind, you know.
Okay.
Episode 44. It's for 66.
I thought 84. I was like, I think I've gone too high.
I thought we just got this.
I was like 75 plus.
Yeah.
Mad.
Again, it's COVID though. COVID,
True.
We weren't here for 11 weeks in the studio, and it was the one with Con. Well, I remember that.
Yeah, this was the most important thing of the podcast, for sure.
That's pretty funny. And it is. No, it is. It's not sarcasm. Not sarcasm. It's real. I mean,
bro.
That was funny. I remember because he was complaining about it or something, or he's chatting shit. I was like, it's not.
He always does, bro.
Not as good as my one. Before.
Yeah,
I love
how's
you.
your stinky new house, Con?
Yeah. It's actually really nice.
Damn it. I'm actually really jealous.
Yeah, same. Number 6. How many different guests have we had on?
I'm closing my eyes as if I'm counting. I
different
guests.
Yeah.
Okay. How close can I get?
I'll give it to you in the nearest. You can be 3 off.
Okay.
You can be 3 off.
I'm gonna go with let me Talia, JJ, Toby, Josh. I've just said the same person twice.
I wouldn't audibly read it out in case you missed someone out.
No, I'm definitely missing people out.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to like get off, like the 8 I've just named. I now know that there's at least 8.
Got you.
Plus.
Got you.
It's probably, I'm going to go with 18.
Well, you've got it correct because that is within the 3. We've had 16 different guests on.
Jeez! Why are you looking at me like that?
Oh, this is quite bad, really. Like 100 podcasts, 16 different guests.
That's really bad.
That's really bad.
Yeah, but
Nick, why did you put
But what would you want? What would you want, right? Would you want 16 guests, but you have like 3 appearances from KSI, or 25 guests but none?
To be fair, I think it's better we do varied than have just KSI.
Shut up!
But no, I mean, but at the same time, I enjoy chatting to JJ because he's just really fun to talk to.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, correct. Woo. Next question.
What?
Next question. Who was the first guest?
Who was the first guest? Was JJ.
Yeah, it was JJ.
Yeah.
I think Nick's. This is a bit of a stupid question because I think we definitely would know that, right? Very easily.
He's put JJ.
He's put JJ. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think he's tried to catch us out by.
That's fair enough.
Our title when we had Toby was our first guest because the one we had with JJ was back in the house where we never really counted that as a guest. He was more of like a.
No, I mean he's testing us on our 100th podcast. That's a normal question you ask. Who was your first guest?
Yeah.
Trying to slate him. That's my blood.
Oh, I thought this next question was really weird. Okay, so how many podcasts have we released before this podcast? How many videos have we released before this podcast goes live?
Oh my God. Okay. I'm going to go with, if I do like 100 times, I'd go like 546.
808.
Damn! I was trying to think because I was like, we normally do, 7 to 8
a
podcast. But then I was like, the first few, we only did like 2.
Yeah.
Damn.
So
I should have gone at least 600 plus. Damn, 800 plus,
That's good. That's very consistent, to be fair.
Damn.
Next question. Who have you advertised more?
Oh, okay, here we go.
And it's actually given us 2 options.
I was going to say, the way you just read that, there was options.
But do you want options? I don't think...
I'm going to say we've probably done ExpressVPN the most.
Yeah, that's the correct answer.
Is it?
Yeah, how many?
8?
17.
Raw!
17 ExpressVPN and then Manscaped 10.
I was thinking Manscaped to be close.
Yeah. Well, shout out to you both.
Close, man.
This is not sponsored by either of them, but definitely go buy the products.
Take a free shout out.
Yeah.
Manscaped, ExpressVPN.
What's Good Podcast? Use the code or use a /. Go back on the podcast to use links. We've got deals for them all. Well, deals for you. And then, so number 10, the last question.
Last question.
Okay. To the nearest 100,000, how many views has the podcast got? So he says, how many views has this podcast got? And I was like, I don't know. It's not out yet. But he means like how many has our podcast in general? The channel, yeah.
Okay. So I reckon we've got a total of, that's 24, 28 times 3 or 4, I'd say. So I'd say about 118 million.
When I asked this question, I really didn't want you to go too high because it would look really bad now.
And I've done that, haven't I?
Yeah. 89 million.
That's not too far.
That's not too far away. No, yeah.
I was trying to work out, I see what I messed up on, right? Is I was like, all right, I'll do 28 times 4.
Why?
Because I was like, 2018 to 2021. I was like, I just worked out roughly 28 months of what we've done. And I was like, 4 million views a month.
Yeah.
I'll go for that. But I should have done 3 million views a month. And that would have been like 100.
Yeah, because recently, I mean, at the start, we didn't do many clips. We didn't do as many, didn't bang a lot.
Wait, how many is it?
89 million.
I'm mad. So if I'd gone 3, I would have said 84.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it's even very close.
I'm an idiot.
Yeah, well, we've been hitting 4, right? I think.
I don't know. I'm not even signed in anymore.
Depends if Talia's on.
Yeah. Talia, you want to come back on? You want to come back on the podcast?
But yeah, well done.
Need more guests. Yay, me!
Yay. I don't know how many you got right. I wasn't keeping score.
Neither do I.
But you did well. You actually did well there.
All right, well, we're going to go for your quiz now.
Oh, God.
It's not actually a quiz. It's just what's good questions.
Oh, yeah. Fuck, I was like, what? Where'd you get this one from?
I didn't revise.
Yeah.
All right, but just because you judged me, I'm going to judge you based on this.
Okay.
And you get a point if you agree with me.
Oh, God.
I don't know how many points I got, but your first what's good option. These are by Priesh.
Yep.
Your first one, Denim Jackets. You dim the light a little bit.
Didn't mean to. On me or...
Denim Jackets.
I'm going to leave my light on. So I'll tell you why. I don't like double denim. So when Justin Timberlake did that, I was not a fan. I wouldn't say I'd wear them. I'd never choose to wear them unless it was a really good one. But Laura has one, and I do really love it on Laura.
I'm really jealous of people that pull them off.
Yeah.
I literally wear it, and I'm like, well, I'm wearing a pair of jeans.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I'm just
I look like a box. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, okay, I'll agree with that.
Yeah, not on me, but on others.
Okay. The hairstyle called curtains, fringe that's put apart. Yes.
Off,
good.
Yeah. It was good in the 90s.
Yeah.
But not anymore.
It wasn't even good in the 90s.
It wasn't good, but everyone did it, so it was less like, you're weird because you're doing it.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's stupid, though. When I see people have it now, I'm just like,
you know what? Unless they're really, like, handsome, I think they can pull it off. If they're, like, Harry Styles level.
Or, like, Shoreditch. Yeah. Like, if you're from Shoreditch, you just... Yeah.
Do it, I'm not going to judge you. I'm not going to judge you because I already judge you so much that it's not worth it.
All right, number 3, Rubik's Cubes.
Off.
Good.
I don't... If you can do a Rubik's Cube, I don't care, mate.
Unless you're doing it in 8 seconds.
Or you're freestyling like Logic. That's kind of cool.
Oh, that's cool. But I don't care about the Rubik's Cube. I just want the freestyle.
Yeah, because the thing is, right, it's a good skill. I'm going to get hated here, but I feel like it's one that anyone could learn.
You can.
Like
you learn the algorithm.
Yeah. So like, obviously, I know that's the same with everything. So like, if I wanted to, I could go and learn piano for like 8 years of my life and get good at it. Yeah. But I feel like Rubik's Cube, give me a one evening to Google it, and then within a week practice, I'll be able to do it every time. And hold on, if you can do a Rubik's Cube, by the way, there's no hate there. If you can do one, no. Let me explain. If you can do one, it's fine, right? If you can do a Rubik's Cube, fair enough. Just keep it to yourself. The people who like go to events and and just pull one out, like you just. Why have you got a Rubik's Cube in your bag, mate? He just pulls it out and does it. And I'm like, bro,
I agree with you, just not to that extent. Unless you're doing it extremely quickly, like within, I'd say 30 seconds.
Or your eyes closed.
30 seconds, or there's a trick to it.
But you've got to be asked to do it, I think. Like, I've got...
So, you don't just pull out. You don't just go like, what do you want to do for dinner? Nando's. By the way, I've got... Ow. By the way, I've got a Rubik's Cube.
Yeah, I hate that,
You know what I mean? That really hurt.
Just shove off. Yeah, okay. That's okay. Sorry for those who can do them.
I had a maths teacher that was like, he was obsessed with Rubik's Cubes. There's always like a couple on his desk.
You said this, yeah.
But he was like, if you guys we take it in turns. And he was like, all right, your turn. Mix it up for a minute. And if I can't do it within 1 minute, you don't get homework. Did it every time. It's fuming.
What a dickhead. He's exactly what we're talking about. Don't show off, right? And don't do this stupid...
But you're allowed if you're a teacher, innit?
No.
Bro, when you're a kid and you're like, there's a hope we don't get...
Yeah, once.
No.
You're saying...
Every lesson.
But you always had homework.
Yeah.
So then...
But every lesson you're there like, no. Because it's not your turn.
Okay.
Then it's my turn and I'm like, I'm mixing this up well.
I get it. If you're racing, I get it. As a kid, it's funny. But if do that with me now and I'll kick your head in.
Jesus. All right. We'll move on swiftly. Number 4, Reddit.
Oh, yeah, big one. Come on, big up Reddit.
I don't really get Reddit still, but... What?
There's a saying on Reddit. I've been on Reddit for years. I'm not trying like a hipster or anything, but I used to go on a lot when I was really young, like at the start of it, and there's like a thing where it's like the narwhal bacons at midnight or some shit. It's like the street code for Reddit, and it's just so neaky. It's so stupid, but like...
See, this is what I don't like.
Yeah,
you've just said I don't like.
Yeah, I don't like it, but I do like. But I like Reddit. Reddit is
I don't have anything against it.
Yeah. But no, yeah. So my light's on.
It's an ugly site though.
No, not on mobile. iPhone app, Apollo. Oh, amazing. The best one.
Like desktop.
Alien Blue used to be. Yeah, desktop is always
desktop
ugly.
is ugly.
They made it worse though. They should have kept the classic one. But anyway, let's go.
Number 5, Marmite. Wrong. Marmite bangs.
I'm not even going to talk about it.
It bangs, bro.
It's disgusting. It tastes right. I'll give you an exact description of how it tastes like, and if you...
Okay, wait. I'm imagining it right now.
Okay, and if you're prone to like vomiting or something, don't listen to this. Skip on. Right, Marmite tastes like if you throw up, then eat your throw up, then throw up again, then eat that. That's what Marmite tastes like.
I deny this.
That's what Marmite tastes like. It tastes
I deny
like
this.
shit.
Firstly, because it doesn't taste like. Secondly, you can't say it tastes like that if you haven't done that.
I haven't done that, by the way. Yeah, no.
You can't say that then.
Okay. Yeah.
That's like me saying it tastes like aeroplane fuel. I've never tasted it, so I can't say that.
I wonder what it would taste like. No, I've never eaten sick twice, but it definitely does taste
twice. You eaten sick once?
No. I mean, I've never eaten sick that's been sick twice. Sorry, guys. Back in the room. Let's go.
Okay. That's weird. Peanut butter then.
Oh, bang it on, yeah.
Really? So I prefer Marmite to peanut butter.
Fuck off! No, that is dire. That's disgusting.
Disgusting.
That is.
It's not. Marmite is so good.
You can enjoy Marmite, but you can't say it's nicer than peanut butter.
I can, and I have. Do you like crunchy peanut butter?
Yeah.
You're wrong.
Especially on bread. And wait.
I want Marmite now.
I
want Marmite and peanut butter, not together, like on different pieces of toast.
Peanut butter and jelly. That's what they call peanut butter and jam.
Yeah, I've had that, and I prefer just peanut butter.
Never tried it, really.
I prefer just peanut butter or just jam.
I say to Laura, can we have butter sandwich?
Butter sandwich?
Peanut butter sandwich.
Oh, you just said butter sandwich.
You know people in America don't put butter on in their sandwiches?
You know what? I'm not the biggest fan of it.
You do it, though.
If I make a sandwich, I don't.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. It's like ingrained in our childhood to like
what's your favorite sandwich?
Oh, fuck. You know what? If I'm being totally honest, and I'll be right.
You're gonna get hate in it. There's gonna be a hate.
No, actually, don't think so. I'm gonna say right. My favorite sandwich is and it's very specific. I don't think they make it anymore. Okay. A cheese sandwich from the Co-op. So you know the cooperative group, whatever it is, the Co-op back in Nottingham, or my town. I'm not going to say where it is.
You can't be this specific.
No, yes, I can.
You can't go. My favorite sandwich is a cheese sandwich from the Nottingham Co-op that I then add crisps. This is what it is.
You're a dickhead.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. Right. So. Any co-op, I'm not sure if you do it anymore. So the Co-op, right? Because it's not on near me anymore. The Co-op cheese sandwich. It's like cheese. It's got a bit of like mayonnaise in it. Though I think a bit of mayonnaise or some sort of lubricant inside the sandwich.
Okay.
And then you get skips. Put the skips in that cheese sandwich with it's pure white bread, the purest white bread I've ever tasted in my life, and it's so good.
It's not real. It's not good bread. Not
good bread. It's not good cheese. It's not good crisp. Well, it is good crisp. I take that back. But it's together. It's so good, and I had that every day for about two. No. Every day for like a month or two when I was back in Nottingham. I used to drive to the Co-op.
Damn.
Flavor wise, I'd probably say like a BLT, maybe.
BLT's bang.
Yeah.
My favorite is when I was like home during summer and stuff.
Yeah.
My mum made this sandwich that was like the best thing in the world. It was like it's basically a cheese salad sandwich, like cheese, tomato, cucumber, lettuce, and then bacon as well. So it's like a BLT-C.
BLT, what's the C for again, sorry? Cheese.
Yeah. Imagine a BLT with cheese.
You know McDonald's, you know how they do like the cheeseburger?
Yeah.
You can get something called a BLC, which is bacon, lettuce, and chicken.
Oh.
It's really nice.
Okay.
The light's broken.
What do you mean the light's broken?
I think I just unplugged. Oh, there you go. Quick one. When you get texts on your WhatsApp, it doesn't record those. No, I don't. Yeah, that's fine.
Wow, John. How are you interrupting like that?
Innit?
Number 7, tennis.
Yeah, let on.
I find it incredibly dull. I don't mind playing it. I actually used to play it a lot when I was a kid.
No, tennis is good. I mean, the sport's great. I can't say I watch it every single week, but I watch the finals, Wimbledon, blah, blah, blah.
To me, though, playing it wise is one of the most boring games, like in terms of skill gap.
Nah.
You have to find someone that's so like your level.
So bad.
Yeah, but as in like, I could go kick a football with you.
Yeah.
I could play table tennis with someone that's bad. It's still annoying, but they can normally hit it over softly. Whereas tennis,
I agree. It's hard. Tennis is hard, yeah.
It is hard.
It's hard.
No, 100%.
Yeah, but you have to really give it a good whack to get it over the net.
Number 8, not sure about this one. Coats with no hoods.
What?
It's just a coat.
What's the name again?
Priesh.
What have you been smoking, mate? Coats with no hoods. I mean, yeah, great. Yeah,
we'll just move on from that. Number 9, bucket hats. John was wearing a bucket hat when he turned up.
I mean, they're actually really nice. Ooh, some people can't pull them off. I can't pull them off. Matt can pull one off.
Can I try yours on? You can tell me if I pull it off.
Oh, you have to put it on before you can pull it off. You know what? Right, you pull it off.
I feel like I look like I'm about to go fishing.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I was about to say you pull it off if your intended use was to go and do some fishing. But if you went to like a rave or like a festival, I'd be like, bro, look like weird over there.
What? But what? Like, maybe I'm wearing it. Like, what if I wear it like?
Oh yeah, now you look like about to deal some drugs.
Now I look like I know all lyrics to Skepta.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you look like you're about to go and live perform halfway through Dave's set. He's going to pick you out from the crowd and, bring you in.
I've just heard the doorbell.
Doorbell, yeah.
And it's Talia. She's interrupting.
Oh, gosh.
But I'm going to give you the last one. Sorry,
yeah.
On the floor.
Yeah.
Customized number plates. And while I do that...
Right. Okay, so I got to waffle for a long...
No, it's like 7 seconds.
I think that customized number plates are good if you put like the right word on it though. So say if it's Randolph. I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't put Randolph on it because I don't want to know I'm driving that... I don't want people to know I'm driving that car. But, people who've got like...
You're basically saying if it's super customized, you don't like it, but if it's just little like details,
someone has like Charizard. I don't like that.
Okay.
No. You know what? I do like that. I don't like. Nah, I'm gonna turn them off.
Okay. I've just realised. I think
Bez has one, right? I don't know. If is it public knowledge?
Probably, but don't say what it is. But Bez has one.
I like his.
I think I sold mine with the Tesla.
What did you have on yours?
I don't know if I want to say the whole thing. I don't know if it's like good to see your number plate. Everyone always hides it in videos.
Yeah, but you don't own it anymore.
I don't know if I do. I can't remember. I might have taken it off.
Well,
because it was customized.
Well, I mean, let's just move on. Yeah, they're good.
All right. That was number 10.
Yeah, great.
So well done. Thank you, Priyesh.
Thank you,
what's
Priyesh.
good.
Yeah.
Well, the next thing we were going to talk about, which we've been doing obviously recently.
Yeah.
And as I mentioned, Talia was at the gym.
Mm-hmm.
The Freezy Challenge, the Freezy 5.
Yeah.
How have you been doing? Because right now, we've been going... When did this start? Not the podcast. The Freezy 5.
I thought you meant the podcast, to be fair.
Oh,
because we're looking at the time. It started the 12th of April.
12th. Okay, I thought it was the 14th. So it's the 12th of April it started. It's now the 20th. So we've been going a week and a day and a half. How are you finding it? Have you kept everything up?
I definitely haven't been keeping everything up.
All right, well, let's talk through firstly.
Okay.
The first thing you're meant to do, cold shower.
Yeah, I've been doing that every day.
I've had that every day.
And not like, there was a day where I think Sunday I didn't have a shower.
That's disgusting.
Nah, I was just watching Breaking Bad. Me and Laura just sat on the sofa chilling.
Okay.
I just didn't have a shower. I didn't get dressed. I just put pajamas on, you know what I mean? Well, I got dressed, but like not properly. Yeah, but every time I do have a shower, I have it cold now. And I had one today, right? And I'm not going to lie. I was like, mate, it's going to be tough today. Wasn't.
Yeah.
I can't even feel it anymore. Like, it's just a normal shower now.
That's literally the same as me.
One issue I've got with it, do you use in the shower, I believe it's called a doofah.
Not in cold showers, no.
Yes, you know the scrungy things?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I use them to wash. Put your suds on it and stuff like that. But obviously, when you're in a cold shower, your skin you get goosebumps and your skin tries to protect yourself from the cold.
It's really
and it's so rough.
See, I'm not gonna lie. I don't use shower gel. I don't use any hair wash stuff. I don't do that like in the cold shower.
Oh,
but I'll like
have another shower.
I'll have a shower later and I'll do it then.
Well, I've been just having cold showers, so I win then, mate.
Do you? I could exploit you here.
No. So
you started it. No. The first day, you had a warm shower.
Yeah, the first. No, so you put in the chat, like, is it okay if I have like a hot shower at night to wash myself? But I was like, what I did then, I would have a hot shower and wash myself and do my hair and everything, and then I'd turn it cold for 2 minutes.
Yeah, it was against the rules.
Yeah, it's against freezer rule, but it's not against the cold shower rules. The
Freezy 5 rule.
But I literally researched cold showers and how to do it. And every single person there said the best way to do it is either do 10 seconds and 20 seconds and build it up, or go from hot to cold, because you still have the same flinch, if not worse, because you're warm. You're warmer going to cold.
All right, you're hard, mate.
I'm hard, mate. But now I should go straight in cold and just wash myself cold. Don't even go hot at all. Don't even have a hot shower like you. You're a fraud, mate.
You literally start hot. That is a hot shower.
No, not anymore.
That's what you said you did, though.
No, yeah, the first day I did. Yeah. But then every single day other than that.
I'm showering twice.
Yeah, but you're not. But I'm showering once, pure cold water. I'm hard as steel.
But are you doing the exercise?
Yeah.
What, 5 days a week?
No, 5 days a week. No, so 5 days a week.
You've done 5 days a week.
If you don't count weekends, I've been doing walks. Me and Laura gone loads of walks.
What do you mean
now.
if you don't count weekends?
So you see, it's 5 days a week, right?
Yeah. You have to do Monday to Friday.
Yeah. No, so maybe I miss like a one in the week, maybe, but I'll do like more on the weekend when Laura's here.
So 5 days a week?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the ones I haven't been doing is I can't say I've been reading a book the entire time.
I have.
If I'm on my own, I'll listen to the audiobook. If I'm with Laura, I'm going to talk to Laura. But you've been doing it?
I've been reading a book. I've been reading Mike's book. I'm like...
Is it good?
150 pages or something like that in. It's actually like sick. Like I actually like wake up now. I was reading it at night for the first like few days. Yeah. Then I realized every morning I go to the toilet for like 10 minutes.
So you read it on the toilet?
I was like, I might as well just read it there.
Fair enough.
And now I've realized like I actually prefer it than going on. Well, I like going on TikTok to be fair.
Oh yeah. Just,
it was fun.
You can do TikTok whenever really. Like you can do TikTok for like 2 minutes, whereas like reading a book for 2 minutes, you can still do that, but it's not really effective.
Yeah.
So that's that. What's the part? Water been doing well.
Water. I think one of the days I had like just over 2 liters.
Yeah. So same. I'll have this sometimes. Like
how much is that?
This is I think it's 2.5.
Yeah. See, mine's only 2, but
220 milliliters. That's 2.2.
I mean, today I'm already there.
Got you.
And that's 2.
How's yours 2? Mine's like, I guess.
Look, it's smaller.
But only by a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, yours is probably 2.5, yeah.
2.2.
Oh, mine's 1.9.
Yeah.
I just rounded it up.
Okay.
But I usually like load it up again to there.
Yeah, so sometimes I'll sometimes like say it'll be, so say if I drink it all, right, and then fill it up in the same day, I might have some more.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll go over. But then like, say one day I'll drink like all this and I fill it up and I drink up to like down here. Sometimes the next day I'll just continue from there.
Yeah.
So I can't say I'm doing like exactly what I need to be doing, but
I haven't like measured out 2.5 every day.
Yeah, but I drink a lot. I drink this, at least one of these every day.
I struggle with it sometimes, like if I go out. Like if I go to filming something, then I don't take that. Yeah. I literally get home and I'm like, oh, I've had, a cup of water and I've still got this full thing.
Yeah.
The exercise, I missed one day. I did 4 last week.
That's I mean, I wouldn't say I'm like doing like bare exercise. I'm just going for long walks, which I think does count, but not really as much.
Just certain days as well, like today, like I woke up, filmed more Sidemen. As soon as I finished that, we're doing the podcast. And I think as soon as we finish this, I'm heading out.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is going to have to be a day off.
Yeah. So I didn't know at first it was meant to be 5 days a week. I thought it was every day exercise. So I was like, oh, I missed a day. And Laura was like, oh, it's fine. It's 5 days. So then I'd make up for it. So and sometimes I want a really long walk. I think the food one I've been doing well. I wouldn't say I've been eating like completely ridiculously clean, but we've been like sticking to a diet, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean the whole point is just you set something you want to do.
Yeah,
it's not normal. Like it's not your like if you eat a lot of takeaway, you stop getting that. If you ate kind of healthy, you would have to eat a lot healthier to.
Yeah, so what we do is we have like, my meals. We have these meals things. So we have like, I have like 2 of them, then sometimes I'll order something. But if I order something, it's still good though. It's still better than what we would usually order. And on the weekend, we have like, it's like what did we have? We had a KFC. But like, it's still part of our like, routine, if that makes sense. Which is more important. I think being consistent.
Yeah, for sure.
But it has to be good though. Like, it can't be like 3 takeaways every day, but I'm consistent.
Yeah, yeah, consistently bad.
Yeah.
No, I've literally, I felt like I've done better. My main thing was snacking.
Yeah.
I used to eat, like I'd have crisps, chocolate, whatever.
Yeah.
I think in the last 8 days, I had a GBK was my like Sunday.
Yeah.
And I've had 2 cream eggs.
Sick.
That's
good.
it. Like no crisps, no sweets, no fizzy drinks, except Red Bull, which I allow myself just because I use it as like, I need it to.
Yeah.
If I'm tired, I can't work.
Yeah. So. No, yeah. So I think I can definitely do it better, the challenge. I've not been waking up like, right, today I've got to do the 3-5, but I've been doing the things in the 3-5. Yeah. Which I think is better, really. That's what you want to try and do, right? Yeah,
for me, like the cold shower and the reading is literally now just, I wake up and do it.
Yeah, I'll do that. I think I'll probably do that even after the challenge, to be fair.
Mine depends if I find another book I like, though.
Oh, yeah.
Because annoyingly, I'm going to finish this book after like 16 days.
Got to order one now.
But I don't know what.
You got to order, what I recommend is like biographies.
Yeah, I like.
Not necessarily autobiographies, but I think you really enjoy like football ones, like Alex Ferguson. You might enjoy Arsene Wenger.
I don't really read them.
You might like them though.
I might like them, yeah, but they don't interest me. I'll definitely go. The reason I chose Mike's was because it was a lot about. I was about to say a lot about drugs, and that makes it sound like I'm just interested. But it's a lot about like that kind of like crime and narcotics and etc. And it's.
Well, mate, I'd recommend Alex Ferguson. You never know,
Is he?
He's been about that life. No, not really. But I mean,
Friday nights, Ryan Giggs, him and
Ryan Giggs. No, I reckon you get attached to what you're reading. So I truly believe you could read anything as long as you get into it. Yeah. Then you'll enjoy it. Obviously, then you might not get into it, but if so, you just get a new book. But, gotta give it a chance. So
yeah, I mean, we signed up to a gym yesterday.
That's good.
Tyler's gone today. I had to film this, so missed a day.
Yeah, well, unlucky, mate.
I know, but I bought goggles so I can go swimming.
Oh, sick!
I'm gassed.
Nice.
Can't wait. So yeah, the Freezy 5 challenge, it's going well. I don't know. Although this cold shower, I can't get over this because it's like I'm doing 2.5 minutes, and John is convinced that my shower's not cold.
I want to test this after.
And I'm like, Talia is literally screaming like because it's cold.
Did you put your hand under it?
But your hand doesn't. You feel the cold as much. Because I literally got in today and I put my hand in and I went, it's kind of cold, but it's turned down fully. I have it as cold as possible.
Okay, yeah.
But I put my hand in and I went, it's kind of cold. Got in and I was like, oh my God.
If it's as cold as possible, then you can't, you're doing as
much as you can. I don't know what more you want from me.
Yeah, but we'll test it because, well, you are right. If your neck's under, it's colder than it is if your arm's under, but I'll test it. I can't have mine on the bottom.
Okay.
Mine is literally
but John's full of lies anyway. He's one of those people that's like, I have the coldest. Like, I have a super low level.
Right, what we'll do then, on Amazon, after this podcast, I'll order, all three of us, a water thermometer.
I don't care though. I'll be real. I don't care.
We need to prove who's the hardest here.
But what changes? I can't go any colder.
Yeah, no, but it's just nice for us to know that you're a pussy.
But I can't go any colder.
No. But what I'll say is I thought first cold shower, I put it the very cold. It was the coldest it went, and I was like, that's when I started looking at videos. I was like, this can't be. I was like, yeah, I'll catch pneumonia if I have it that cold. It's literally like it's so cold.
Well, mine also depends on what time of day you have it as well. Because if it's warm outside, it's warmer in the shower. Because the pipes are warmer.
Is that how it works?
I think so. That's what Tyler said once. Because it was literally on a colder day, and my room has like AC, so stays.
That just depends if you're like, if you've gone for a walk or something. Like,
No, I'm saying because I wake up, have a shower, and there's been days where it's warm outside, the shower, and my room is AC, windows closed, so the temperature has stayed the same, and it has been.
I guess
colder.
That makes sense. Then maybe pipes do. Yeah, the temperature of the pipes could come into it. I mean, I guess so.
I don't know. Anyway, it's as cold as I can go, and it is cold. And I'm going for like 3.5 minutes, 4 minutes. So
that's nice. Yeah. Good.
It's a very long time for most guys.
Yeah. No, that's good. I mean, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not like a dick measuring contest. Who's got the coldest shower?
You just wanted to order thermometers.
not to see who's the hardest. I know that's what I said, but I want to test mine because mine is fucking cold as hell. I have to go like, so say...
The thing is though, you're going to feel mine and go, not in that way. You're going to feel the shower and go, oh, it's not that cold. But I'm not seeing your shower.
Well, come round then.
Well, I'm going to come all the way around to your house to go, that's pretty cold.
Whenever we go do some music, I'll take to my shower, mate, and give you a good time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Then we can have a dick measuring contest.
Yeah. Although, interestingly enough, the other day, so I got 2 showers at mine. I got one in the...
Bougie!
one in the ensuite, and then one in the bathroom. The external. Laura uses that one as hers. I use this one as mine. So the other day we both had a shower, both cold showers, and when she had hers, mine got warmer. So I had to turn mine down.
See, there's so many like technicalities that you just don't know about.
Yeah, but don't you think that cold and cold should equal more cold, but it actually equaled warm? And I had a shower the other morning, went for a walk, long walk. It was really hot, so it was quite warm and sweaty afterwards. Went into another cold shower. Now that one was amazing.
Well,
so good.
If that one was like negative heat, this one was negative heat. 2 negatives make a positive.
So yeah, that's why it was hotter then.
There you go. There was no science behind that. It was just...
I don't think I can do this podcast much longer until you watch Breaking Bad.
Why?
It's so good.
You've seen it and he's watching it again.
Yeah, I'm watching it again.
Something new.
No.
Why?
Because this is so good.
But you've seen it.
Yeah.
There's no twists.
No, but there still is because like it still shocks you because it's so good.
How can it shock you?
Well, because you do forget. Like you forget like the intricacies, you forget like what happens where, etc.
You know all the big twists. If someone, for example, dies, the main character dies, or someone backstabs someone, you know.
But yeah, of course I do. But it's more like the like cinematography.
I bet you still, if someone backstabs someone, you still go.
Yeah, there's one. I'm not going to spoil it for anyone, but there's one part that was really hard for me to watch still to this day.
But hard to watch is different.
Is it?
Yeah, because like for example, if I've seen a film where they have to put down like I don't know. They put down a dog, and I'm sat there and it's like, oh no! The second time watching it, I laughed.
Oh
it's not how it works.
But like, you don't watch TV just for the twist. You watch it for like how well it's shot, like the scripting, like It's just such a good show. It's so good. It's the best ever.
I mean, I've seen the first season.
You watch the rest. It's the best show ever.
Is it?
Yeah, by far. It literally is by far.
You've been preaching Game of Thrones for the last 4 years of my life.
But if you listen to the podcast, every single time I've always said Breaking Bad is a better show than Game of Thrones. I've said it multiple times. Game of Thrones is a better epic, but like as a show, Breaking Bad is unreal. And also that was before the last season.
So what happens if I watch it and I don't think it's the best show?
Then you actually, if you watch it and you don't think it's the best show, that's fine. But if you watch the whole thing and dislike it, you're actually a bit wrong.
What if I think it's overhyped? Because you've just pitched it to me as the best show.
No, you're also I mean, okay, well, you can have a different opinion on like if it's the best or not, but it's definitely not overhyped because it stands up to what is, what you know, it's definitely it's not overrated.
But you can't say it's the best show ever.
It's best show ever in my opinion
that you've seen.
Well, yeah,
because there's plenty of shows out there.
Yeah, but like, I can't. Yeah, from what I've seen.
So what you're saying is there's other shows that could be better than it.
Yeah.
But you're not giving them a chance because you're watching Breaking Bad for the 19th time.
Nah, this is only the second time I've watched it all the way the entire way through. That's pretty decent. How many times you watched Friends all the way through? Mic drop.
Once.
Nah, you're not lying.
I've never watched it. I don't know if I've even watched it once the whole way through. I actually don't think I've watched Friends the whole way through once. I've seen every episode, but I don't think I've ever watched it the whole way through. Scrubs, once. How I Met Your Mother.
Well, anyway.
How I Met Your Mother twice.
Breaking Bad is so good.
But that was because Tali hadn't seen it.
I think I just call it Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Don't know who that is. But you have to watch it. You must watch it. You must watch it.
There's lots of things I have to watch. There's lots of things you have to watch.
Like what?
Attack on Titan. Look at that. Look at the face you just pulled. Attack on Titan is so good.
I've seen the first season.
I've seen the first season of Breaking Bad.
Yeah, I know. But what I'm saying is, I'll happily watch it. But like, I see, Attack on Titan would be something that I definitely would watch and enjoy. I just haven't yet. But like, did
you see the face you just pulled?
Yeah, because it's like a null point. But you haven't even seen Breaking. Like, you've not even given it a chance. You're like hating on it.
I watched the first season. You've watched the first. It's the exact same.
No, but you're saying. But I'm saying I'm willing to watch Attack on Titan.
I'm willing to watch Breaking Bad.
Well, watch it then.
Watch Attack on Titan.
I will.
Good.
100%.
Yeah, good. I'll watch Breaking Bad at some point. Just I'm watching a series at the moment.
What are you watching now?
Haiku still.
What's that?
It's an anime.
Oh god, anime. You can't anime, right? You have to watch anime as well as a drama.
Okay, well I'm watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh, it's not a drama.
I don't watch it. What? What do you mean? So I have to watch a sitcom, an anime, and a drama at the same time?
No.
And you have to start movies. You have to watch a trilogy, and you have to watch a documentary.
No.
When does it end?
Nah.
When does the madness stop, Randolph?
The point is, Breaking Bad, best show ever. You know, I actually say it is the best show ever. And I'll even include the ones I haven't seen yet. There's no show you can bring that's better than Breaking Bad.
Seinfeld.
No.
I don't know. I just named one.
No, it's not better.
That's always regarded as the best.
No, that's the best. That's like the first sitcom in it that inspired Friends and shit.
Everyone watching this, Randolph supports the Super League. There you go. That's the kind of person that watches Breaking Bad. A person that supports the Super League.
Yeah, but you're just lying. I don't.
He does.
No, I don't. We're going to talk
about. He wore a T-shirt here that I made him take off that said it's football, not fans.
What?
I don't know.
When would I even have time to do that? Anyway, no. That's a segue to the Super League. Obviously, that's not true.
It is.
No, it's not. But now, the thing is, they'll believe it now. They'll literally believe that.
Because it's true.
It's Right, well, Super League, come on.
All right, so the Super League, this is like, we have to talk about this because it is one of the biggest topics in the world right now.
The group chat's been on fire this week.
It has. Well, like 4 people.
Oh yeah.
Apart from when the F1 was on.
Those who enjoy football have been chatting about it.
But everyone does except Vic. But I feel like only me, Freezy, you.
Josh been in there.
Josh has been a little bit. That was more about F1.
Nah, I've been putting articles in about it, the Super League and that.
Yeah, a little bit. He did a little bit.
JJ's tried his best
to understand it. JJ's like, so Arsenal are now the best team in the world. It's like, never.
So is this good or is it bad? And he's like, and after a while, I was like, I've been reading into it. This is fucked.
Yeah, he's like, is it good or bad? And we just give him like a very small bullet point of like, this is why it's bad. This is the this is if there's anything good, this is it.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, bad. There we go. Thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Super League is basically this new league, obviously, where it's going to replace the Champions League and...
Well, no, I guess
it's not, is it?
I guess you wouldn't say it's... So it's a new league where 15 of the top clubs in the world have agreed have signed up.
15 or 20?
It's 15.
With 20.
No, I think it's 15, but only 12 have come out and said who they are.
So it's 15 teams that are founding clubs.
Yeah.
So from England, like
the big
Man
six,
United, Arsenal.
But the big six is a joke.
Man United, Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City, Tottenham. That's it, right? It's those 6.
Yeah.
So those 6 have all been invited. And the way it works is basically you'd also have the teams from, you'd have Atletico, Real Madrid, Barcelona. You'd have AC Milan, etc. Stuff like that. And then you would have 5 teams made up from where teams place in the league. So if, Leicester won the league, they would probably be invited into a competition to
That's what they said.
Yeah, but they could be kicked out next year. Right. But like Arsenal could finish 17th and still
always in because they're a fine member.
Yeah. But so the issue with it is everyone is hating it. UEFA and because it effectively stops Champions League and Europa.
Well, no. So what? Yeah. So first of all, so Man United, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, City, Spurs, Juventus, AC Milan, Inter Milan, Barcelona, Real Madrid, and Atletico Madrid have all.
Yes.
Have all come forward and confirmed they're
well, so the other issue, the issue with that, well, not the issue with that, but some of the teams that they were invited, Bayern Munich, Dortmund, I think Dortmund, they're owned 51% by fans.
Yeah.
Or 50%. So they can't make a decision.
Yeah.
So the fans have decided we don't want that. So they've declined it.
Yeah.
Well, they haven't not accepted it.
Yeah. And the issue with the real issue, it's not, I don't think it's like, it's not as simple as these teams can't play in the Champions League or can't play in the Premier League and stuff like this. But I think the issue is that any team, for example, I think the FA, so any team that is in the Football Association, I believe, I might be getting things wrong here, and I probably am, but the gist of it is that, teams in the Premier League, I think, or teams in the FA, one of the two, can only play in a predetermined list of confirmed tournaments like League Cup, Champions League, Europa League, etc. And obviously this league is not part of that until the Premier League or the FA would accept it. Obviously, they're not going to, because they've already voiced their concerns about it. They're not going to accept it. So pretty much what that's going to mean is, and obviously the same thing with UEFA, like if this is going to go ahead, it is going to have, I believe if it was on a different day, I think they could still do both, but because it's going to be midweek games, right? The Super League will be midweek games.
Yeah.
You can't do both. So that's going to mean all these teams do drop out. And obviously, the other side
of it is...
Well,
they already backed out of the... I don't know the name of the thing, but basically the governing body of Europa and
UEFA.
Like the UEFA. I don't know what the thing is.
Yeah.
But they backed out of that, which means they're technically not in it anymore.
Yeah. And obviously UEFA banned them or will ban them.
So City, Chelsea and Real Madrid have all backed out. So PSG are left. And apparently they're being crowned champions on Friday.
I heard that as well. A lot of this is hearsay. I saw one big account, like the Madrid Zone, I think it was, on Twitter, were like, just sources say that FIFA, that all these teams will be out of, the Super League teams will be out of FIFA 22. And it's like, who knows that?
Well, this is the whole thing of like, it's all hypothetical if it goes as it is.
Yeah, so
the teams, because as you said, they can't be in the other competitions, the Premier League, and the fact that the Premier League are also standing by UEFA and stuff.
Yeah.
They're saying, we're kicking out any team that is involved in that.
Yeah, and so are UEFA and so are FIFA.
Yeah.
So it's like,
So no player would be able to play in World Cups or Euros or anything.
Or Champions League.
Yeah. The teams would be kicked out of the Premier League.
And if they re-enter, they have to go to the bottom, right? Division 5 or the 5th division of the Football League, not the Premier League. So
at that point, it doesn't make sense. As much as the Premier League are saying, we support it and everything, like we're against it. I just don't think they're never going to kick out the top 16.
They will.
Do you think so?
They will, yeah.
Because then the Premier League loses, I'd say 75% of its revenue.
Yeah, that is what's going to happen. That's why it's so bad.
But I think it's a bluff from the Premier League, because ultimately, as soon as they're not gonna throw away 75% of it if they can still keep the teams and it's the same.
Yeah, I know, but they should do. They should literally kick them all out. Like, it's ridiculous. Because if you're going to go and agree to be a part of this, it's pretty much like a secret society. Realistically, it's like a cult. Like, we're only the big six in the Premier League are going to be involved. You talk about someone could get promoted into it. Then first of all, you have to ask that club if they want to do that. I'm sure.
Because I don't know what the stand would be if, say, they win the league, get invited to the Super League, play the Super League. are they now kicked out of the Premier League?
Yeah.
Like, is that how I don't know how it works.
Yeah. So. And for those who don't know anything about football at all, because I know I explained it to Laura and stuff. So pretty much what's happening is this Super League, the reason it's so bad is because they're taking the rich clubs and it's gonna be it's pretty much gonna be a closed tournament where all these teams just play each other every single week forever. So it's like you're gonna see Arsenal, Real Madrid, Chelsea play each other non-stop.
You're seeing that every year.
Yeah. And I understand like the concept behind it. But just because you can understand many concepts, right, doesn't mean they're good. Like you know, so it's like it's financed by JP Morgan, which is an American banking firm. Many of the owners of the clubs, like the Glazers, right, the Arsenal, Donny, Kroenke, whatever you call them, and the Liverpool owners, the Americans, they're very big players in it. So essentially, what it's going to be, it's going to turn it into something that's like the NBA. Yeah. Perez as well, the president of Madrid, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's a big part of it. So yeah,
he was also trying to make matches 60 minutes long.
less than 90 minutes. So they're obviously trying to turn it into something that's more advertised, on more, because they must be thinking, people only want to watch like Barcelona versus Arsenal anyway, so let's just do that every single week and sell those adverts, turn it into like an NBA type thing, and we're the best of the best. But the issue with that is it just ruins the magic of football. Like I think Gary Neville said it best. The whole point, the whole reason football works, right, is because you're always trying to get to the next step, right? So it's like, say Forest or Leeds when you're in the Championship. All you want to do is you want to get promoted into the Premier League. It doesn't matter what league you're in. You could be in the Conference. You could be in like League 2, but you want to get to the League 1, so then you can get to League, to the Championship. Then you can get from the Championship to Premier League. If you take this out, right, and say if the Super League does go ahead, the Champions League will either cease to exist. Well, it will cease to exist as we know it. But,
it would be like the other. You'd literally just get rid of all the good teams. It'd be like a bad Europa.
Yeah.
Which is already not.
Yeah, but then in long term, it could become a good league. The rest of the teams that are in the Premier League, could end up developing and actually having more of a shot. But
developing against who? Like, because they're not going to play these teams.
No, but they play each other. What I'm saying is they'll take the slot to the Champions League, and it could be more. The whole thing could be more competitive. But the issue is that like now you're taking. I mean, the issue is that you're all these fans of these clubs. Like you say, it's like 75% of the fans, right? These are the big clubs. All those fans now either have to go and follow their team in some sort of like ridiculous like closed league cult, right? And what are you playing for then? You're not watching anything. Like, you win the Super League, that's cool and all that, but like, what about like, the fact that Man United, like Gary Neville has said it best. When the fact that United haven't been in the Champions League for 4 years is the fun part, is the football magic. Yeah. Because then trying to get back into the Champions League. Arsenal are like struggling now, but the beauty is that they'll try and work and get back into it. And that's another issue as well. You got the Super League. Why is Arsenal in it? Why are Spurs in it?
Yeah, why? The thing that was like how many trophies teams had won. Yeah, because it's historic teams, isn't it?
Yeah,
and Spurs was like 0 in the last however many years.
Forest literally won more. I think more European Cups, not a Champions League because they won it back when it was the European Cup rather than the Champions League, branded as that. But they've won more European Cups than I think 4 of the big 6 put together. Which obviously, I'm not saying Forest should be in the Super League at all. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is like, it's based on. It's meant to be the history, but it's not. It's about the audience, right? The brand. How big the brand is. How many fans you have.
City, like, yes, City have won the league X amount of times, but history.
Yeah, history. No, but I mean, if we're going to talk about,
I would always keep. If you are going for the teams, I would put City.
Yeah, City there.
But if you're going like, okay, yeah, but it's a historical teams. That's why we've got Spurs.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, but then Arsenal have got a lot of history and they don't deserve to be in it either. But anyway, what I'm saying is I'm really worried about this whole thing is that the fans or we as people are going to just like be so fickle to start enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? So they bring out a new like this format and we're like, it actually looks pretty good. Or there's some sort of like new stadium. That looks decent. I'm really scared about that. It's like what I enjoy about football is every single Saturday getting up in the morning and going with my dad to watch Forest. You know what I'm saying? Like nice weather, cold weather, Tuesday nights, whatever it may be. But getting out there and watching football. And it's not like I don't care where you are in the league. I don't care like how good you are. It's just like beauty of football. And this is just going to turn into some sort of like dick measuring contest.
So did you see the new Champions League format though?
I saw you put something. I didn't read every point, but yeah.
So it's now 36 teams from 32. Group stages are replaced by one big table. So it's a big league. So it's literally, is that not the same?
Yeah,
kind
same
of thing?
concept. Yeah.
Each team plays 10 games in the first phase, 5 home, 5 away. 100 additional games. Top 8 sides qualify automatically. Teams finishing 9th to 24th play 2-legged playoffs. Like, I don't know. I feel like I know you need to keep adapting and keep changing football, but I don't feel like any of the changes that have been made so far are good.
Those changes would be good, right? And
I don't think so.
But the big issue with it is that the issue with the league is that it's a select number of clubs.
Yeah.
What's that all about? You take away the whole point of sport. The whole point of sport is that you grow.
Well, that's what I mean. If those 6 teams, say the big 6 teams in England, if they stay in the Premier League, the league is pointless because they're already in the Super League. And,
if that carries on, yeah. Okay.
And the Champions League, they can't be in it. You know what I mean?
Like, yeah, but I honestly think if that goes ahead, I wish they do kick them out the league. I don't.
That's what I mean. If they go in the league, if they're in the league's pointless to them, but they're the best teams.
Yeah.
So it's, what are you playing? Like, okay, we're playing Man City this weekend.
Yeah.
Does it even mean that much for us? Because we're playing a team that doesn't really care, but they still might beat us. But also, what are we playing for? Because ultimately, if say Leeds get Champions League next year because the big 6 teams have been kicked out, I'd be gassed because we've got Champions League.
Yeah.
But who are we playing against? Are we really qualifying for Champions League?
No, you are.
And are we really winning?
I'd say over time you would. Like, you have to.
But who are we playing against next year?
Well, Everton. You're playing against Everton, West Ham.
But that's what I mean.
These are still proper football
we win
clubs.
the Champions League and we're the best team in.
Well, yeah, you are
Europe.
now.
No, we're not.
No, you're the best team your best team in the UEFA.
Yeah, but that standard has just dropped.
But what I'm saying is, like,
drastically.
The only reason these big teams, the big 6, are in the position they are now is because they've won. They've won the Premier League. They've won titles, not all of them, obviously, and they've grown to be that. So if you take away these, what naturally will happen is you'll have certain clubs, if they run properly, if they make the right decisions, will naturally fit into there'll be a new top 6 over time. But the beauty about it is that it'll take so much longer for it to be defined. Like, football is if the big 6, let's see the NBA, right? This is this issue. NBA is it's got its flaws, of course, but it's got a good system. The issue, what they're doing now, is they're trying to turn football into the NBA when it's not the NBA. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, football is football, and everything that's everything that's happened in the last 200 years of football has led to this point. And that's natural. So make improvements. FIFA and UEFA aren't like, they've made mistakes. They're heavily corrupt. I'm not saying they're perfect, but it's like, you can't just throw your dummy out and be like, we're going to go and play in our own league now. You have to let things be natural. Leeds could become one of the biggest clubs now in that league. I know it's like, not as good as the people in the Super League, but that could be better.
It's just one of those things, because it all depends on where the players go, though, isn't it?
Because if you're there, the players won't play them. You can't, like.
You don't think players will play in the Super League?
If they can't play in the World Cup, in the Euros, in the Champions League, in the Europa League, in the Premier League, I think players would rather play somewhere else.
I heavily disagree.
Yeah, no. What? No, you can't disagree. You can't disagree on that. You can say, like,
I disagree. I think they would stay in the Super League.
No, well, some would stay, but not others. My point is that those who would turn away all of those, great tournaments just for money should deserve to play
but
there anyway.
They can always argue that is still a great tournament. They're playing with potentially the best teams in the world.
What I'm saying is every kid out there wants to play for England. If you're telling me I can't play for England now, but I can stay at Man United, I'd rather go Leeds and still play England.
I think firstly, like the Euros and World Cup stuff, it's like it'll have to change to include those players.
No, but what I'm saying it might. But what I'm saying is, what if it doesn't though?
If it doesn't, I still think people will. Yeah, I think as much as you want to play for England, like, trust me, if I like, that's my dream as well. But I think you come under so much scrutiny playing for England that if you don't win the World Cup, you're just going to get slated. I barely.
You're going to get slated more in the Super League, though.
I barely see any. Yeah, but if I'm getting slated either way, I'd rather get slated with a lot of money. And each club is getting $3.5 billion or whatever it is, or pounds, I don't know, or euros, and you think that the players aren't going to go, if I'm staying here, I want money.
Nah, and some will. But
they'll all be offered a stupid amount.
Yeah, I'm saying some definitely will, but I'm like, I'd rather not watch them players who want to do that, They already make enough money in the Premier League as it is, though. They make
but that's another one where if you win the World Cup against these bad teams, would you even celebrate it as much? I know you'd celebrate because you still won the World Cup. But say, for example, you look at Portugal without their best 7 players. You look at Spain without their best 7 players. You look at France without their best 9 players.
But you're also without your best players now. So it's the same. It's just the same, but with different players.
But then that's what I'm saying, and it's like, is it as much of a win?
Yeah, still, of course it is.
Because if I'm like, okay, we've won with Andy Carroll up front, how have we done that? Firstly, it's because the competition wasn't as good.
Yeah, but
it's still sick. Like,
but we're not as good, right?
That's what I'm saying, though.
Yeah, so it's like you just cancels it out. Obviously, like some clubs will still be better because some clubs will have better, players who aren't in the Super League. But still, you're still gonna have like it's the same thing. It's just less of the stars. But I'm saying like the fundamentals and like the principles of football.
But you're saying a lot of players will leave if they can't play for the national team.
I think many would. I think those who've got integrity would want to.
I just think if
they're gonna like Leeds players, right? Yeah. You think Leeds players are going home every night like without enough money? They're making enough money and they'll make more now.
Yeah, if you're going, all right, I'm on 50k a week, which is a ludicrous amount. But then this club just goes, but what, you've got 7 years of your career left. We'll give you $1 million a week. Because the money will be up to each player. They're like, here's $1 million a week. I think you're not going to go, I'll take a little hit. Like, your job is already amazing.
If you're going 50k a week to $1 million a week, then of course.
That was very exact. That was very exact.
But I'm saying if for example you've got a contract on, say the top tier, right? Say you've got Salah. No, well, I don't know who to pick. Say you got Harry Kane, right? Harry Kane on like 200 grand a week at Spurs, right? And then you've got Everton who come in and be like, I'm going to give you 150k a week. And you can still play in the World Cup. You can still, I think many players would want to do that. Yeah,
but these teams don't have that money.
No, I think Everton could. I think Everton could
potentially, but like only like one or two each.
The question is where the fans going to go. I mean, if you're looking at what's happening right now, I mean, I would love it if as many fans, if as much as
it's easy to say that though while you're a Forest fan.
Nah, because I'm a fan
it's easy to say that.
Nah, I'm a fan of football.
But if were you about to say that? Say a Man United fan start supporting someone else if Man United leave and join the Super League. Do you think they should?
No, what I'm saying is, I mean, no, because you've got fans, but you've also got fans of football in general. Like,
okay, but do you think they should like support another team?
No, I don't think they should support another team, but I think they should not watch the Super League. I think they should boycott that.
They shouldn't support their team.
No, you can support your team, but you don't have to watch your team. You know what I'm saying? You still support your club, but you don't have to support the Super League. You don't support your club's actions.
No, you don't have to support that, but you're still going to watch your team.
If I was a Forest fan, right, and Forest were in the top six, I'd like to think I'd have enough like integrity to not support something I don't believe in. Like even Forest,
but there's a difference
over the last year.
Like supporting the league and still watching your club.
Honestly, I would. And I would ask everyone as well, if you truly dislike the way this is going in the Super League, then you should not watch your club in the Super League. You just should not.
I just don't think that's like a likely thing.
Yeah, I don't think it's likely, but I'm saying that's what if everyone's so against it, if they didn't watch it and didn't support it, then and continue to watch the Premier League, you got to remember where the money comes from. The money doesn't come from Man United, Arsenal. It comes from the fans watching the league and then joining these clubs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for example, the new Premier League, if these 6 teams weren't in it, I mean, it's likely that the teams will stay in it and this will all get sorted out in some shape or form. But say hypothetically, if all those teams did leave and everyone's attention still stayed on the Premier League, those clubs would now, just start,
like don't get me wrong. If say Leeds were in the Super League, I wouldn't be here going, yeah, Super League sick. Oh yeah, I would still be against it. But if the whole thing went through as it stands, I'd still probably end up supporting Leeds, but not the league.
But by watching it, you are supporting.
I know, but I mean, it's like it's the team that you support. It's the team.
Yeah, but I think you got to take a stand there. Like Forest sacked our manager at the start of this season. Actually, I can't remember with COVID, and I stopped watching. I was like, I'm not going to. It's not my club. So I'm going to support my club, but I'm not going to watch anymore because I don't agree with the decisions. You know what I mean? You still have to take a stand sometimes,
yeah, but then it's like, so what? Do I just choose another team?
No, but like you just
watch. Football's like a big part of like my life, for example.
Yeah, but you watch Man United, don't you? Now, even though you're a Leeds fan, you still watch Man United.
Yeah.
So like, for example, if it's say it's Wolves versus Everton, you still watch that. I'm still not going to watch football. You can watch what people are doing right. Obviously, Premier League, aren't Saints nor are UEFA or FIFA, but it's like, if people are so against the Super League, then the answer is don't support it, don't watch it, and don't give it any attention. That's the only way this will prove.
But the money is there regardless.
Only if we watch it, though.
I don't even know about that.
No, what do you mean? That has to be the way. Like if not,
I think there's so much money in it anyway.
Yeah, but
they're fronting what 3.5 billion to each club,
but with the expectation of we're going to get so much money on advertising because people are watching.
Yeah, they obviously aim like they will recoup a lot of it, but I think there's just so much money funded into it, regardless.
Yeah, but it can't last forever. Like money doesn't grow on trees. They have to come from somewhere, doesn't it?
Yeah, but I don't know. It's the Super League sucks, but ultimately, I think people are just going to like in 50 years' times, for example, people are going to look at it. There was literally a tweet that we saw that's like 50 years' time, people are going to say, "Oh yeah, but Ronaldo and Messi didn't do it in the Super League."
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like, sadly, it's true.
Yeah, but like we can make a difference though. Like that's what I'm saying. Like it's like you can't be like, oh, it is what it is. Like we have the power, like collectively, to make.
We can try. But I mean, did you see Bamford's interview yesterday? He was literally like, "It's amazing how much uproar there is when someone's out of pocket and there's money involved." But where was this uproar when there was a lot of racism in football?
Yeah.
It's like
100%.
Why is that? So it's like, I don't know. To me, the Super League, it is shit, but ultimately focus on, there is other stuff that needs to be sorted as well.
Yeah, but it's not always like this or that. It's just both, Like
yeah, I know. But
in terms of UEFA coming down and banning players who go and play in the Super League, they should have done that for racism for 100%.
Yeah, they should, yeah.
But it still doesn't excuse it. We still can't say because you still can't say like the Super League are, you have to treat things individually.
No, I fully, I get that. I don't know. I don't know what people do. Like, so what is the ideal here? That everything just goes back to normal?
It's not that's not up to us because we can't decide who gets banned. We can't decide what the Premier League are going to do to the clubs. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like, when you say back to normal, do you mean like the Big Six staying in this league and not going in the Super League?
Yeah,
because that's decided for sure.
Yeah,
so it's going to depend on what the Premier League decide to do, what like UEFA decide to do, what FIFA decide to do, and that's it's out of our control. But what is in our control is to not support this greed, of the clubs.
Yeah, and I mean, I think everyone's being very vocal about it. But when it comes down to it, and it's happened, do you really think that people are gonna? You'd have to not support your club for years for it to make them go, okay, this hasn't worked.
Yeah, but that's the problem. That's literally that's the problem. Is the whole reason this is so bad is because these Big Six or this Super League are literally saying to supporters, you're going to have to support our league. It's
fucked up.
It's taking advantage of the fans of the clubs because it's not the fans' decision. That's why Dortmund, Bayern, because they are owned by the fans, majority.
Well, I saw something about the UK making it potentially. I don't know if it will happen or if it's possible, but making clubs in England own 50% or 51%.
If possible. I don't know how you do that. I don't know how you can force someone
to
take out 50 unless it's like a law, but
that's what I mean. It'd have to be a passed law.
That's why it's bad. It's like it's just like forcing fans to come watch the Super League or else, especially if they do get removed from the Premier League, if they do get removed from the Champions League, Europa League, World Cup, Euros, and it's like you're literally asking fans to either support us in this decision or don't enjoy the rest of football. Well, no, or don't watch us and continue enjoying football.
I mean, at this point, I've said it like for the past 4 days. I'm like, I'm not believing anything until I see it happen. I know everyone's like, oh, but they have signed. And I'm like, yeah, but until I see Man City aren't in the Premier League anymore. And I see updated tables, they're not in it anymore. I see PSG hold that trophy. I see et cetera. That's when it will hit me and I'll go, okay.
I don't think Arsenal banned. I'm not believing that they are.
Because I saw reports that it's like the Europa League is being suspended for now until they figure it out and stuff like that. And it's like, okay.
Well, probably. I mean, to be fair, no one knows. It'll probably have been announced now.
Yeah, it'll be in like 25 minutes.
Yeah. So I mean, we have to wait and see. I don't think it's gonna be as well. I don't think the repercussions are gonna be as bad as people are making out that they'll be. But I do believe that the Super League will be as bad as people say. Because it's like, again, what I go back to before, they're trying to turn it into something like the NBA, which is like, the NBA is a great league, and that does a lot of things that benefit it. They've got like salary caps, which you can go over, but it's like, roughly, you get repercussions if you go over it. Every player that gets promoted from the college into, in the draft into the NBA, the worst teams, bottom of the league, get the picks. But we don't have that system, do we? We don't have a system of like college, or I guess, university people waiting to go in. It's just different in football. That's because football is football and basketball is basketball, and the culture of football is the culture of football, and the culture of basketball is the culture of basketball. You can't really take football and adapt it to like the NBA. What's the point? The NBA exists. Just watch them for what they are. Like NBA, basketball's great. So is football. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like taking out the Premier League did do this. The Premier League did, Division 1 was the Football League, and then the Premier League did pretty much do what the Super League have done now and move into a different league, branch out, go and be the Premier League and not the Football League anymore. But at least you can still get into it. At least it still works as before. At least like teams can still get promoted and get relegated.
You can still get into it. Just playing devil's advocate, you can still.
Well, yeah, I didn't hear about that part, the whole like draft thing, but
yeah, there'll be like extra teams each year.
But then, like those 15 can't though. They can never leave. Like they can never get relegated. That's stupid. It's like saying it's like saying this year, right? If Arsenal get in the relegation zone, they deserve to be relegated, right?
Yeah,
because they've not played better than the rest of the teams.
So what if it was like, what if they changed it and the Super League became a thing of? It is literally just those teams don't get invited back. If they're like the bottom 3, for example, you get relegated from the Super League and you get promoted into the Super League.
Wait, but so like Arsenal.
So right now, that the teams that are in it right now are just the first year, but the Super League will happen this year, and the bottom 3 don't get invited back. You get your champion, or they can get invited back, but they would have to be the top in their league.
But isn't that what the Champions League is trying to be anyway?
Kind of, yeah.
So like
then what's like, what would be the hindrance of that? If you know what I mean.
Well, because the fact is, like, because then you got UEFA, who is like, I mean, obviously UEFA corrupt, FIFA corrupt. Yeah, I get that, but it's not the clubs owning the league. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's UEFA, running the league, their regulations, their rules, and these teams play by those rules. The difference is if it is going to, the Super League is going to be these conglomerate of clubs owning it. It's like, all right, so Arsenal, you got relegated this year, but Arsenal still own the rights to the league, or own so then even if they're in the Premier League now and they're not in it, you're still making money from it. So then, therefore, they're always going to develop. So then they won't leave anyway. They'll always be good enough because they'll have the money to stay up. Like I think, like, and there's stuff now that's clubs being able to spend as much money as they want to, breaching financial fair play and not really getting too much. I mean, clubs are getting deducted now, but like City never got deducted. Right, or Chelsea got a transfer ban for a couple of years. But then in reality, what did they do? They just waited. They just bought as much as they could do before they got banned.
I know.
And then now they're not banned. So it's like people get around it. Whereas like, it's bad. Still need, and then I think that's the issue. There still needs to be things that are improved in football. But again, I feel like with this Super League, it's like it's going to make the good clubs good, and the bad and the teams the clubs.
But is that not also the magic of football? Is you can get upsets. Like for example, Man United could lose to Lincoln.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what the Super League would change. That wouldn't happen anymore.
Because they wouldn't play.
No, because they'd all be the same, right? It's like it's all the same now. Like everyone gets the same amount of money, and it's just we play each other.
Yeah, so I'm saying they wouldn't play a team like Lincoln, for example. Yeah,
but you'd want that, right? You want FA Cup upsets. You want Arsenal if they do bad to get relegated. Like Man United have not been in the Champions League for 3 or 4 years now. That's good. I know it sucks for the Man United fans, but that like the reason it sucks is because you want it so bad. And getting there is what you want. It's I don't know. It's like the journey is just gone. Anyway, we'll see how it pans out. I'm just worried that I don't want it to be like, oh man, it looks kind of cool. I'm gonna watch it now. If you've already voiced disagreements, I
think you're gonna find it hard to find anyone that won't watch it.
Yeah, no, I agree. But I think
as much as everyone will say, "Oh no, I'm not watching it," I think everyone.
That's what I'm. I think that's what I'm worried about. But then it's like, well, why are we making this fuss then? If you're just gonna watch it, you got. I think sometimes people got to stand their ground and stick to what you believe in. Otherwise, this is gonna happen with everything. True. Everything in life like is gonna happen like this. It's monopolizing it.
Well, while we're on the topic of sport, the last topic for today, we have to kind of talk about it. Ben Askren versus Jake Paul happened Saturday night, I think it was.
Well, here we go. Just before we go on to that one, look, here we go. Someone just put this in the chat. Ethan, breaking, and I understand Chelsea are now preparing documentation to request withdrawing from the ESL.
Mad.
Yeah.
So there you go. It's all starting.
Yeah. But
this is why I said I'm not believing it until I see it.
Well, no, but I mean, it's still if they still have done that though, they still have joined it.
Yeah, but now they're still withdrawing.
Yeah, but it still happened though. I'm saying it's not a case of that it hasn't happened. It's still
But nothing has actually happened. There's been like papers handed over.
I guess.
But until I see, Arsenal play Real Madrid in the Super League and they're not in the Premier League, it's not like...
Yeah. You know I get that. But yeah, anyway, Ben Askren,
Jake Paul happened on Saturday. I mean, I said it on my live stream the day before, but I felt like as soon as I even started watching the live stream, I was like, I just don't see Jake Paul losing.
Nah, yeah, I mean, I think we've had that opinion for a while.
Yeah, but I always feel like I've said at some point, oh yeah, Ben Askren might win, and someone's going to just clip that and be like,
okay.
You said this though.
Yeah.
Like, but I feel like we've all said, except JJ.
Oh, JJ was, saying Ben Askren was going to win. I think even in the first round when we were watching it, chatting WhatsApp, he was like, Ben Askren is winning. Ben is winning.
He was like, Jake's punches aren't doing nothing.
And then literally 30 seconds later, knocked him out. Well, knocked him down and then called off.
Yeah.
TKO.
So I was streaming the day after, the Sunday. I've never had a more toxic chat in my life. I have probably, but they're all literally just like, oh yeah, but Ben Askren sucks. And I'm like, he fought Nate and everyone said, oh, fighter. He chose Ben Askren and everyone went, yeah, Ben Askren's going to beat him up. Yeah. He's beating Ben Askren, and now everyone's like, yeah, but Ben Askren's not a real fighter.
That did annoy me so much, yeah.
And I'm like, you have to just give Jake some credit.
Yeah, give him credit. Like, I mean, does Jake need to fight? Would it be better if Jake fought a boxer? Yes. Would we be able to find more information if he fought a boxer? Would it be more of a better, a fairer match? Yes. But at the time he fought Nate Robinson, everyone did say when this fight was rumored, oh, that'd be perfect. It's going to be great to see him fight a fighter now. He's really going to get put to the test now. And he did get put to the test and he won. I've always had the opinion that this Jake would win the fight. I think he had to win the fight, and I think everyone involved kind of knew he would win the fight. I'm not saying it's fixed. I definitely do not think it's fixed.
No, there was a lot of rumors. Yeah, everyone was saying it.
Everyone said JJ and Logan's fights were both fixed, and the Weather fight was fixed. We've been in the circle, if you will. And then where everyone else has been saying it's fixed, and it's like how is it possible to fix? I don't understand how it's possible to fix it. So I disagree. You can have your opinion, but I disagree.
I think the thing with Ben Askren and Jake Paul is obviously the fact that he was smiling afterwards, and I'm like, it's because I think he's pretty much done with everything, and he's just multi-millions.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes if you're sad, sometimes you smile. You know what I'm saying? If I lost a fight in the first round, I'm gonna be like, oh fuck. You know what I mean? Like you still kind of have that emotion. But I think though, while I don't think it was fixed, I think it was. That's what all parties can. Jake picked a fighter that he knew he could beat. Ben was probably like, it might be a tough fight. I'm not really I'm not really the best striker. I'm not really. I haven't fought for a while.
I think he just wanted money.
Yeah, take money.
Because it's not even like a quick. It's not even like a quick buck. It's like you just don't multi.
Well, yeah, he made more than a lot of top UFC fighters.
I think just made 10th on the all-time pay-per-view or something like
1.3 mil on it. Like that. So and remember, in the UK it was 23, but in America it was like $50-$60.
Yeah,
so that's a lot of money. So yeah, I think it was I I always thought Jake was going to win, especially when you saw the footage of Ben. The only thing I was always thinking is Ben trolling with this footage? Yeah, and he's incredible.
But then in his public workout, and everyone was like, "Oh, he looks a lot better now." He does, but he still doesn't look like Jake. Still looks better.
Yeah.
And Jake's old footage still look better than
that. And the thing is, Jake's been training. I think with COVID, it's easy to forget as well. Jake's been training for 3 years non-stop, fighting. Yeah. Even Ben probably hasn't. Even though he's a fighter, it's not that he's been training for a fight. The good thing about Jake is that he's had fights booked in all the way through.
Yeah.
So even like JJ now, he's not got a fight booked in. So he'll be training, but he's not going to be training to fight.
Yeah, it's a different story. It's a different level,
different mentality. It's like the whole
when he went into Vegas.
Yeah,
when he went to Vegas and was training away from us. Because obviously when he fought Joe, he was with us. But when he went to Vegas and trained, when we saw him for the first time, it was like he's actually different person. Yeah, he's more alert. And then after the fight, it kind of loosens up a lot.
Yeah,
but that person
that mentality
is so different.
So I had the word again. Manifest. So you manifest something. So I'm going to get this job. It's not magic. It's not magic. What you do is every step you do in the months before your job interview or whatever you manifested, you'll make decisions based on progressing that.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? So say if I want to say I'm going to lose weight, right? By 2022 I'm going to weigh this amount of pounds, right? Because you said that and you believe that, every step of the way you're going to make decisions that work towards that goal.
Yeah.
And obviously you'll mess up, and obviously you'll have days where it's not so great, but you'll every day remind yourself that's my goal. So see Jake Paul, if you've got that fight set up, you're going to wake up every day thinking, April the 17th, whatever it was, I'm going to fight Ben Askren. So I'm going to wake up today. What am I doing? I'm training to beat him. JJ might wake up thinking, I'm going to release my album next month, blah, blah, blah. I'll still go and train, but that's not my main focus.
Every day he'll be like, how do I make a song better or something like that.
Which is natural, right? Yeah. So like, I think the fact that Jake's had a fight pretty much set up the entire journey so far gives him that like hunger and something to work towards. I think it's very important, So I think Jake did well. I have to give credit to Jake.
100%. The other thing, after I basically said to everyone, I was like, look, you all wanted him to fight Ben. You wanted a UFC, like you wanted a fighter. He fought one. Then they're like, yeah, we want a boxer. And I'm like, is Jake a boxer? And a lot of them were like, no, he's a pussy. And I'm like, okay, so why do you want him to fight a boxer if he isn't a boxer? Like, what? Now,
you want to see him lose, yeah.
If he beats a boxer now, like if he beats a professional boxer, they'll go, yeah, but that boxer was rubbish.
They will, yeah.
And it's like, well, there's no winning at this point. And like, as much as I don't like Jake, I kind of feel bad in terms of like, he's doing what he's saying. Like everyone's against him and he's proving them wrong. And yet they're still just like, nope.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like, you have to be fair in stuff when you look at it. Like you have to give him respect where it's due.
And you have to give him respect because Floyd Mayweather literally made a career out of people hating him. So every time Floyd fought, people wanted him to lose. Well, not everyone, but most people wanted him to lose. Because of his attitude, his arrogance, etc. Similar with Conor as well, especially now.
So you get to a certain point though, and then you're like, your arrogance is actually like cool.
Yeah, but I think even still, most people, the whole Conor McGregor and Floyd fight, the reason that worked is because everyone wanted to see Conor knock Floyd out.
Yeah,
and he didn't, and Floyd as well. So you give credit to Floyd, but everyone wants that. So Jake is literally fitting that. Jake is doing everything he has to do to be successful because he's being a villain, right? So everyone. No, being blunt, no one tuned into that fight for Ben Askren.
No.
Maybe his family.
Just
or maybe,
to see him knock out. Yeah.
They want to see Ben Askren beat Jake Paul. It's not just for Jake, So it's like you're watching because of Jake, even if you want Jake to get beat. So that's why he'll always win. No, it's not why he'll always win the fight, but that's why he'll always win. That's why he's got 1.3 million pay-per-views, You want to see someone knock him out. So whoever he fights, it could be anyone. We're all going to watch it. We're going to pay for it.
Well, there's loads of people that are being named. Like I know like Nate Diaz, etc. Tommy Fury always gets mentioned. And I'm just like, I don't feel like Tommy Fury's big enough in America, firstly, for Jake to say yes.
Was Ben?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean,
not? Is he not like a UFC champion?
Yeah. But what I'm saying is like
Tommy Fury is like, as much as he's a boxer, he's a professional boxer. Don't get me wrong. And I'm not saying he's not.
Yeah.
But he is like at the moment, he's a reality star.
Yeah, but out of those 1.3 million buys, I can't imagine many of them were avid UFC.
But would people in America think, this English reality TV star has more of a chance?
Yeah, if related to Tyson Fury, one of the greatest fighters of all time, who just fought Deontay Wilder. Yeah, that's how you pitch it. But that is how you pitch it. Yeah. And also, it's even if it could be anyone, it could be a no one, but professional boxer. So that alone, Jake Paul versus professional boxer will sell the fight, no matter who it is. And
I wonder if Tommy would take it because he must be confident in himself.
Yeah, he'd take it, I think, for sure.
And it's multi-million-dollar. Yeah, but that slight chance, like I think Tommy would win that, but that slight chance he doesn't, your boxing career is over. I feel like you can't be a professional boxer after losing to Jake Paul just because of how people perceive. But
you said you're a celebrity now, so like I think you fight him, and no matter what happens, worst case you lose, you take a massive paycheck, which is probably bigger than the Ben Askren one because Jake's leveled up and now it's a professional boxer, which is what people want. And you'll still be okay afterwards,
it's more just mentally.
Yeah. But if you beat him, it's massive then. Yeah. Then that will inevitably level up your career because no matter where you were in boxing, now you've got the popularity on your side as well and the attention. You can use it to leverage
your boxing fights are each worth like 10 times more than they were before, and you're a reality TV star. Now you're even more like
it's like Vidal. Vidal's going to be more popular or more famous or more of a celebrity than anyone he fights in his current journey because he's got the YouTube, he's got the his trained KSI, he's got everything that he's been doing and working well on. But then beyond that, he's also a professional boxer. And he's also been working his own life for that. So it's best of both worlds. So he's Jake Paul in a sense with the popularity, but also the skill to back it up.
Yeah.
So I think that's why
I'd love for the Tommy Fury fight to happen because obviously Jake's 3-0. I think Tommy Fury's 5-0 or 4-0. I think it's one of those two. So it like lines up as like a good fight, and you can't complain. Say Jake does win that, you can't complain at that point.
No.
He's fighting a professional boxer his level.
Yeah, but then again, I think as well.
They go, oh no, you beat him. You wouldn't beat Anthony Joshua though.
Yeah, true. But I think Jake maybe he won't admit it, but I think he needs that. He needs people to say what they're saying now because they're already right put in the next fight. So it's like,
oh yeah, no, it's perfect for Jake.
He's perfect. Yeah,
he can now find potentially, like, he could find a better UFC fighter or a different type of fighter or a boxer that isn't great.
Yeah,
and like he could find a retiring, like an old boxer that isn't amazing, but
yeah,
he'll find someone very perfect for him.
Yeah.
I think
the worst thing to happen for Jake would be to have this fight and the next morning your chat is nothing to do with it, or that fight was dead last night. That's it. But because everyone's like, oh man, Jake Paul, needs to fight someone better. Jake Paul this, Jake Paul that. People are there, engaged in it. So it's like, villain, but like everyone wants to see it. So it's fair play to him. Really, it's funny as well just to watch. And we're all enjoying boxing again. We had on this podcast for many months we were saying boxing's dead now. Like it's not going to come back.
Well, I said YouTube boxing just to clear up.
Yeah, but that is YouTube boxing.
No, I know, but we didn't just say boxing's dead.
Oh no!
Just to clear up.
No, yeah, but like I get, yeah, okay. So YouTube boxing's dead, but it's back now. Jake Paul brought it back, and then we've got the TikTok, YouTube stuff, Deji, etc. So
yeah, well, can't wait for that one. To be fair, I'm actually hyped.
I thought that was closer than it was.
It's June.
Yeah,
June 5th, I think it is.
Damn.
But yeah, I think we're done for today.
Yeah,
100th episode.
That's mental.
We'll have a guest next weekend. Weekend. I don't know what we're saying anymore.
You got a guest next week, yeah, and hopefully one after.
Yes,
hopefully quite many in a row now.
Hopefully every week.
Yeah.
But thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for 100 episodes as well of support.
Thank you for supporting, but also subscribe.
Yes,
don't stop.
Unless you're already subscribed, we thank you a lot more than the others who are subscribed. If you're not subscribed, you're all right.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Peace.
See you next Tuesday.
Nice.
Bye.